up. I had to take care of something here. Okay, everything's still set up. Ah, thank God. Love StreamYard. You see that shit? Yep. See that live button up there?
We live.
We live. We live. Make sure I'm good over here on YouTube. Welcome to the stream, everybody. One time for the fan. Draft show. Co-host with me, Bodie 3000. Bodie, how you doing over there?
Well, just finished licking the chicken wings off my finger. I'm
I hear
good.
you.
Yeah, I'm good.
You ready?
Man, here we ready.
Are you ready for tonight, man?
Absolutely.
Cause we got a lot going on. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
We got a lot going on up in here tonight. As I go ahead and get this set up. Go ahead and share this on in here. Second here.
I look a little pixelated.
Everything good?
Yeah,
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Go ahead and jump in. Why is it not? I gotta see how it's working on this YouTube thing. We're gonna go ahead and get started here shortly. Still got two more co-hosts coming in here. My good friend Bodie 3000 is here with me. Bodie, NFL draft night.
Yes, sir.
You got your cup with you?
Oh, I got my cup.
You ready?
I got my cup.
Okay.
I got my juice too.
The Falcons gonna have to make some moves here tonight.
Yeah.
And
big moves.
Big moves. They're gonna have to find a way to nail this draft. You understand?
Yeah.
And I really want the Atlanta Falcons to look at what's been going on in the past with the team. What's up, Buster? Shout out to Buster on the stream. Look at the Atlanta Falcons from what's going on in the past. The past few seasons haven't been the greatest.
That's an understatement.
You just traded your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Your franchise quarterback. There's a rebuild going on within the team right now. And then you come up to the draft, and we talked about this the other day. It's going to be one of the most interesting drafts, I think, probably in the history of the Atlanta Falcons. For me, since 2008, since Matt Ryan was drafted as a quarterback. You go into this draft now noticing that the Falcons need a quarterback. And they might select one this draft. Looking at the 8th pick, I hear Terry Fontenot say best player available.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Smith says the same thing, best player available. Is a quarterback the best player available at number 8?
I think there's so many holes to fill in. This particular draft, I'm not ready for the quarterback move. Not at 8. Absolutely not. If you like one of those guys, I think, they're all in a similar bracket to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they all are. Nobody just stands out. No, you don't have that Peyton Manning type guy. We don't have that Andrew Luck. We don't have that, that franchise. That Trevor Lawrence. We don't have that in this draft. Right now, everything is just up in the air with these quarterbacks. I'm not personally, me as a diehard, I don't want a quarterback right now because it's just not copacetic.
Yeah.
At number 8.
Yeah. Malik Willis, is that your guy? If you're sitting there in the room tonight, I know you don't want a quarterback at number 8, but let's just say you had to pick a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Is Malik Willis the guy that you would pick?
You hold my feet to the fire with a gun to my head, me screaming Bloody Mary. And yeah, it's Malik.
It's Malik.
He's the best quarterback in this draft.
Okay.
So you go there if that's the guy. You got to do it.
Okay.
But you don't have to do it. They need to know that.
Yeah. Well, we are almost, we're 20 minutes away and watching NFL draft right here in front of us. Fans it's packed.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy out there right now. From the outside, the area where the draft is going on, you can see all the fans there as the players line up on stage here now. One of those players right there is the next Atlanta Falcon, Bodie?
Absolutely. Yeah. Unless, one of them guys, a lot of them guys like to go home early or go home and celebrate at home. Mm-hmm. But, one of them guys is it. Hopefully it's Thibodeau, but, we'll see.
Yeah. Kayvon's there. There he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the stream, Dez Dollars.
One time for the fan, one time for the Falcons. I am here. I am ready to talk Falcons football.
Yes, sir.
I am here, baby.
Welcome to the stream, Bodie. Oh, not Bodie. Boo Man shouted.
What up, man?
I see you, man. He's still at. There you go. Oh, you had the surprises. You had the surprises with the Falcons gear.
I got different.
Yeah, the surprises with the Falcons gear. Well,
yeah, man.
Me and Bodie just been sitting here chopping it up about the Atlanta Falcons, about what they're going to do. Trying to get everything situated right here with the YouTube. I see it just spinning right now. I don't know how this is supposed to work, but we'll try and see. But the YouTube should be up and running here shortly.
You about the same?
We'll get this going. Let's go ahead and get to what we see right here in the draft. Boo Man shouted. Looking at the draft right now, one of those players on stage is the next Atlanta Falcon tonight. And there's some sharp dressed individuals, I tell you right now, man. I ain't got no suits like that. Look at that suit, man. Look at that suit. Man, looking like a pro wrestler. Look at this man. Jordan Davis in the back. Got the big national championship Georgia ring. He got the giant ring. I see you with them dogs.
Yeah, he did it right.
So much dog nation in here, too, as well with the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you see on the stage right there, Boo Man Charter? Who do you think we're going to select tonight?
Man, Jordan Davis looked like a Falcon already. You see what he got on.
Wearing the red and black?
Like a good old Falcon.
Does the uniform sometimes show what team they might select? Sometimes you think it's like inside? Chris, you think it's like inside? Like that's wild.
No, but Michael Parsons had on goddamn blue.
Michael Parsons did have on that blue and gray outfit, didn't he?
Yeah, last year.
Trying to set this up here to YouTube. It's going wild right now.
I just know one thing. If we go Jordan Davis, say bye-bye Grady.
That's one thing that we have to look at tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Davis, if he's selected by the Atlanta Falcons, it probably will be, that move that's going to show Grady Jarrett that there's no reason for a restructure. There's no reason for a contract restructure. That's sad to say because I think Grady Jarrett is one of the, best Atlanta Falcons, in my opinion, that's been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, a lot of Julio Jones fans, a lot of Matt Ryan fans. I'm sitting here, I see Falcon fans right here in the audience. A lot of Matt Ryan fans, a lot of Julio Jones fans. I mean, those are great players too. But Grady Jarrett, hometown kid from Rockdale, I mean, he's an amazing player. And the scheme might not work for him right now at this moment. But I just hope that, if they do trade Grady, he goes to a team that's going to help him get better. He did some years here with the Atlanta Falcons, some good years. Last year wasn't the best, but he was part of that team that took us to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking at the situation right now at the draft, and it might be Jordan Davis tonight. And if it is, so be it. We'll welcome our new Falcon. But Boo Man shouted. Let me go ahead and ask you here. Best player available, because I had to ask Bodie earlier. Best player available. Is it a quarterback at number 8?
No. You said best player available?
Yeah.
Nah, because ain't no quarterback a top 10 player.
No quarterback is a top 10 player.
No, not in this draft.
And of course, if a quarterback is selected in the top 10, most of the time, even Chris, your quarterback should play week 1. Am I correct?
Unless you're San Fran.
The Trey Lance situation is a little bit difficult because they kind of told Jimmy Garoppolo this is like his last year. We'll get him up out of here. But to see now that Trey Lance is probably going to be the starting quarterback, he probably does fit the scheme of what Kyle Shanahan wants to do because Matt Ryan did fit the scheme. Hell, Brian Hoyer did. You know, I ain't gonna lie, Shanahan is a pretty decent coach.
What's that scheme?
West Coast, high flying, 4 or 5 wide receivers. Definitely deeply apologize during the moment of silence for Dwayne Haskins too as well. I did not recognize. I see they're doing it on the screen, but yes, rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins as well. That's sad right there, so sad. But looking at the NFL draft, we are just minutes away. I'm gonna go ahead and get Thomas Scott in here shortly. Trying to find out what is going on with the YouTube until I can get this situated. Bodie,
yo,
Dez will be back in here shortly. Dez Dollars, welcome back to the stream. Bodie 3000.
Yes, sir.
If you're looking at the best player available at 8, and of course we don't know, we'll find out shortly. You know what players will still be on the board. Who are you looking at tonight? Give me 3 of your choices of who you would like to see the Atlanta Falcons have on their draft board within the top 3. I mean, the radar is definitely pretty deep tonight with the way they want to target the best player available. Who do you think the Falcons have on their radar tonight? I'm looking at a lot of players from Jermaine Johnson to Kyle Hamilton. Who do you think, Bodie?
All the pass rushers. Like, they'd be crazy not to have all of them on their board. Trey, from Walker to Thibodeau to even Hutchinson. You never know. He might not even get one. I've seen crazier things. All of those. I want to say wide receiver because I think they, from all the reports I read, they aggressively pursuing wide receiver in the draft. So they're gonna look at Garrett Wilson. They're gonna look at Drake London. They're gonna look at Olave. They're gonna look at Jameson. You never know. So it's pass rusher and wide receiver, and Kyle Hamilton. I'll throw him in there too.
Booman Shaw, do you want to go ahead and chime in on that?
I mean, I agree. They're looking at wide receivers, especially after you heard today they possibly in the three-team trade for AJ Brown. So you know they either looking for wide receivers or they trying to get a late pass rusher. But those are your 2 top. You know, it's crazy because you need pass rushers, but your number 1 need is wide receiver. You know, I got 2 words: Olamide Zaccheaus.
So let's talk about that. Olamide Zaccheaus. Right now, he's your veteran receiver. Am I right? He's still with the old receiving core that came in. He's the number 1. I would consider him the number 1. If the Falcons are that strong on Olamide Zaccheaus to keep him around, he has to be somebody who they think is going to be productive this season. I think Olamide Zaccheaus is a really good wide receiver. Following Olamide Zaccheaus since Virginia, ACC, one of the best wide receivers in the ACC coming out that year. He's a Dimitrov pick, am I right? I know we're not supposed to mention Dimitrov, but he's a Dimitrov pick, am I right?
You did it, yeah.
Okay. I think Olamide Zaccheaus has high hopes this season to get some
things
done.
He wasn't a pick. He was an undrafted free agent.
Undrafted free agent. Am I right? Good shit, Bodie. Nice. Boom, man. Olamide Zaccheaus. I mean, you got to give him some type of props. I mean, he's been around with Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan is a fantastic quarterback. So when you're in the huddle with Matt Ryan and you're in that room with Matt Ryan, you know, when it comes to, you know, game prep, Matt Ryan's going to get on you if you don't know the plays. You know what I'm saying? He's going to tell you straight up, look, man, you need to study the playbook. You need to get this thing together because we're running an offense out here. He was a very dynamic quarterback. Olamide Zaccheaus, do you think he can take that leap forward this season? New offense. Dez, I'll get to you next. You right at the boom, man. New offense. You know, they're going to switch up the scheme a little bit with Mariota. Do you think Olamide Zaccheaus can take the next step this season to become a better wide receiver and secure a long-term contract with the Atlanta Falcons?
No, we probably have him for 1 more year. He on the he bound on a Mariota deal, but his ceiling is a slot. You know, so I can't really say that, you know, we're looking at him as we know he's just there because he's been there for a while. He knows the scheme. He knows the system.
Yeah.
So you don't want to just bring in a whole bunch of new wide receivers. But he really right now just he doing what he got to do. And he ain't got no high market out there. So I mean, he signed a tender. Which ain't nothing. But he can help. But he can only help when he got somebody as another receiver, a number one. He's not a number one.
Yeah. Looking over here, Chase, Matthew McDonald. Matthew McDonald said, Olamide is solid. Birdman said, Olamide is solid. Chase Carvey. What's up, Chase? Rise up, boys. We got a new family member tonight. Rise up, Chase. Busta, third string at best. Olade, third string at best. That's tough. That's like Russell Gage tactics.
In unison.
That's like Russell Gage tactics. Somebody told me last season Russell Gage was a number 2 receiver. I said Russell Gage is not a number 2 receiver. He's filling in as a number 2 receiver. He's not a number 2 receiver.
Yeah.
More of a number 2 than old Zacchaeus.
So looking at the roster, who could be the 1 and 2? Tate?
As of right now, in my eyes, we don't have a 1 and 2.
You're going to get your receiver this draft, right?
Thank you. You will, but in my eyes, I see why everybody's thinking Drake London because Drake London is that number 1 receiver. He has height, he has size, he has physique. He can go get the ball. That's a number 1 receiver.
Are you upset if they select Drake London tonight?
Very, because it's just I have in my mindset the way that I feel our scheme is going to be, and the players that we have right now, I just feel like he wouldn't fit in that scheme. It feels like we're going for like spread, fast-paced, upbeat type of offense, and I just feel like Drake London is one of those, sit back, wait for him to get downfield, get his route going, and throw him a deep ball. I feel like with Mariota, we're going to be play action, quick pass, 5-yard outs, 5-yard slants, things like that, quick screens, things like that. So, I mean, Drake London does sound good, but I just feel like it's not for us in our scheme of our offense.
Boo Man Shaw, do you want to go ahead and chime in on that?
I mean, I agree. Mariota is not a pocket passer, so you're not getting him to come in and actually do a lot of reading and throwing the ball downfield. He's more of if they're open, he's gonna throw it. But you're not expecting him to read defenses or anything. You're expecting him to come in and we had a void, so you had to fill the void. So little small, quick. That's why we got people like Demir Bird and Zacchaeus and Hodge and a whole bunch of people that just can run good slants.
So let's get to what Chase said right here in the comment section. Chase has said, "I'm not too sold on Zacchaeus. Small body, more of a slot. If you're talking number 1, I'm going with Patterson." That is true, but Patterson's everywhere. Everywhere. He lines up in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? He might even line up in the slot. They have plays running for Patterson. That's why I'm thinking this scheme that Arthur Smith is going to put together this year is going to be a fantastic scheme that Arthur Smith is going to put together. We were 1 win away from the playoffs with a roster that people were saying wasn't going to work. And then you're looking at a slow rebuild. We brought in some solid free agents, but still some people have us 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins. I don't see it. I know we've had a conversation about it, and we'll talk about it on the podcast this season of One Time for the Fan. Because it's looking at the schedule, it's tough right now to pull out the 8 wins on the schedule. But Coach Smith is going to make this offense come together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Coach Smith, he's a great coach. You saw what he did in Tennessee. He turned the team around. And we were 1 win away from last season. If that Buffalo game was in Atlanta and not in the freezing cold out there in Buffalo, Atlanta would have had a chance to win that game. Plus, the refs sold on us too as well. Shout out to Chase in the chat. Shout out to Chris Mingjot in the chat. My PSN homie, Chris Mingjot, my FIFA buddy, man. What's up, man? But we have so much to cover on One Time for the Fan. I'm going to go ahead and get Thomas Scott in here. Thomas Scott's going to be on the show here shortly. He's in Las Vegas. Hopefully, the connection is good enough. because he's in Las Vegas in the midst of this crowd right here. Look at that. Are you watching that, Bodie? Do you see that crowd?
I see it.
I can spot Thomas in there somewhere. I know he's in here somewhere. So we'll go ahead and get Thomas in here shortly, but draft's getting ready to start in a minute. Want to go ahead and bring up a question here.
Could I interject?
You can go right ahead, sir.
I just want to backtrack to what you were saying about how close we were last year and all that.
Please do.
We need a run game.
Say it again.
We need a run game.
Say it again for the folks in the back.
Hey, man. Y'all listen back there?
We need a run game.
Run game.
Man.
Hashtag we need a run game.
Lord.
Hashtag we need a run game.
Man.
And I ain't talking
Hashtag
about
we need a run game.
what we got. I'm talking about a run game. We need a guy. Hopefully we get him in the draft.
Jonathan Taylor.
So we're looking at
I've been hearing Kenneth Walker.
He tough.
We're looking at 4 running backs right now on our team. Quadri Allison, Mike Davis, what's the guy's name? Patterson.
Can we not say that second name in here?
Okay. We're going to respect every single Atlanta Falcon player until they're no longer with the team anymore. Shout out to everybody who salutes the Falcons offense. It's a unique running back group. You got a power back, 2 power backs. If you count Quadri as a power back, now you have the young man who just came over from Chicago, the Super Bowl champion who was with Kansas City. Is it Williams? Damian Williams. You have a speed back, solid running back. Matthew McDonald said a solid running back will free up Patterson to be elite. That's well said.
That's
well said. I can like that comment. I'm gonna start that comment right now.
Can you heart that comment? That was
look at you, Bird. Look at you. I'm gonna show that comment on the screen.
Put that up there.
Look at you, Bird. Getting all in the chat. Look at you. A solid running back will free up Patterson to be elite. Is that true, Chris?
Bless you.
Because you use Patterson to do everything. You need an O-line. You got to win in the trenches too, right? But the offensive line could be better if the running back is better, right? If the running back turns up and starts cutting through gaps that are small enough for an ant to fit through, and the guard is looking like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't max protection well, but this running back just made something happen. He turned 2 yards into 4 yards, into 5 yards. I didn't see that from Mike Davis last season. Quadri, he had his little stinks every now and then. But Patterson was just, as soon as he got the ball, you know you're getting 2-3 yards with Patterson. You know you're going to get 2-3 yards with Mr. Patterson. Tough, right? Des Dollars. We're getting closer to the draft. Falcons have to nail this draft. Am I right?
Have to. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Can the Falcons nail this draft? Chase, Chris, anybody who's in the chat, chime in. Can the Falcons nail this draft and not select a player from the University of Georgia?
Not for me.
You have to. If you don't select a UGA player, your other picks have to be phenomenal. I mean, every pick has to show why you didn't go get a UGA player if it's a position that a UGA player is available in. Because, I mean, one, you won the national championship. I mean, they have the top defense in the SEC, in the CFB, whatever you want to call it, college football, all of that. So, I mean, if it just doesn't make any sense not to go get a dominant UGA defensive player, and that's what we need to thrive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, it will be hard to nail the draft without a UGA player, but it can be done. But Falcons history.
The Falcons history shows that hell, we were just talking about Lorenzo Carter being one of the first dogs since Akeem Dent to be up in this building. Am I right?
And that helps for the new regime.
It did.
They bring in them dogs.
Now, talk to me now, Bodie, because you mentioned the other day, because we were talking about pass rushers, and you mentioned something very fantastic about Lorenzo Carter. Do you remember what you said the other day about Lorenzo Carter?
I remember exactly what I said.
Go right ahead, sir.
We run a 3-4, so we use, 3-4 is normally those outside linebackers are pass rushers.
Mm-hmm.
They count as the D ends. From what I remember, a 3-4 being, it might have changed now. Everything's big up front, like even the D ends normally, and of course the nose, and then the pass rushers are the outside linebackers.
Yeah.
Those are what I remember for those Pittsburgh teams from all those 3-4, them old 3-4 teams. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
They brought Lorenzo in to go get that quarterback.
Yeah.
They definitely did.
I ain't got no problem with that.
They brought him in to get that quarterback.
I see you in there in the green room, sir. So we're gonna go ahead and bring you on in. Everybody,
I'm stepping right outside. I got this podcast I'm gonna do.
Welcome to the stream live
I'm right
from
here.
Las Vegas, Nevada. The great Thomas M. Scott, sir. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Thomas. Rise up. Now I definitely know. Go ahead.
What's going on, good people?
Everything's going great, man.
How you
Can you
doing,
tell
sir?
us about the vibes right now in Las Vegas, man? What is going on?
Hey,
Let me
look.
see the jacket. Can we see the fit? Sir?
Hey, man, well, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got to represent the birds. You know,
All
that's how
day.
we going to do it. And then, you know, I got to do self-promotion to rise up to it. If you're not a part of it, join it. Now, baby, I can't do that. I'm on live TV right now, but you got a thing on
I
me.
can't do that.
But,
Hey, put her on the screen.
But yeah, man, we live in Vegas. Nah,
That's good to see
hey, I'm
you,
on a
man.
live stream though, so on a podcast. So
Real
look,
life
man, we in
Vegas. Real life.
Man, hey, look, you can't make this up, man. What you see is what you get in Vegas. But anywho, man, we're here. So what you got, man? What you got?
Yeah, you know, you're a big fan of the Atlanta Falcons, man. We're gonna get to talk to you for a couple minutes before we, part ways. And I know you got to take care of some stuff out there in Vegas. The draft has now begun. Jacksonville's on the clock.
Right.
How many NFL stadiums have you been to, bro?
So total of about 27, not including the new ones was built. SoFi, the Raiders Stadium, and I have not been to Buffalo. I was supposed to go to Buffalo this year. I couldn't go to Buffalo. Buffalo, I don't know. I may be missing one or two, but I've been about 27 of them to be exact. Old ones and new ones.
That's a real deal fan right there. You got way more than me. I'm at like 12. 27. Shit, you about to do 2 rounds in this month.
Yeah.
You about to be all over here. What would you
Yeah.
say as a fan? Let's just say, fans kind of react to the players sometimes on the field too as well. What would you say is one of the toughest stadiums to play in?
Really, I'm gonna tell you the toughest stadium to play in would be
crowd noise,
you,
environment, atmosphere, everything.
Thanks, man. Honestly, I would want to say probably one of the toughest places to play. In all honesty, I would say Seattle. Seattle would be one.
Okay.
And then I would honestly I would say Philly. Right?
Philly.
The reason why this thing about Philly is it's not necessarily. Yeah, go ahead.
He's real deal in Vegas right now.
It's not necessarily the stadium; it's the people.
That's right. Okay. And
so it's the people. The people make that stadium. So the stadium itself is not the issue. It's the actual people.
Yeah, that's true. Because the fans get into that environment, the game's going on, win or losing. They see other fans from different stadiums, different cities, and they really start to act up.
Right.
Yeah. So going to the next question here. This is the first NFL draft since 2008 where the Falcons didn't need to select the quarterback. Matt Ryan has been with us for quite some time.
Right.
Missing out on last year's quarterbacks, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Trey Lance. Is the pressure on the Atlanta Falcons now to select the quarterback this draft, or can they wait another year and take a quarterback in the first round, seeing how Mariota is only on a 2-year deal?
Well, that's a good question. But I think that the Falcons are now they need to be patient.
Yeah.
Right? Because think about we have a new regime who came in, right? So not necessarily they said all the right things that people wanted to hear and said Matt was our guy, this, and this. But however, that can't be true, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just like taking over a company with all old employees. Yeah. You don't know if they're good or bad. And that may not work in your offense or how you want to run things. So Mariota is a stopgap for us to get to where we need to go. However, us picking somebody, if the quarterback, if you even take Malik Willis or Matt Corral, are they NFL ready? Right?
Are
It's the
they?
big right. They're not plug and play, right? Because any quarterback who came into the league right now is not plug and play.
Yeah.
All of them need help. They struggle. Trevor Lawrence looked good last 2 years ago when he was at Clemson, right? But however, guess what? When he got in, what happened?
Yeah.
It wasn't good. Even though you say Jacksonville sucks, but if you're a quarterback, you should be able to move it. So the offense needs more pieces, and it's just not about the quarterback.
Yeah.
So Justin Fields, another prime example, just be able to read the defenses. Even go back to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was a top-notch pick, but he's not plug and play. Rise up, man. So
Rise up. Rise up.
rise up. So he's not. You know, these quarterbacks are not going to be a plug and play. I mean, if you throw him in there, maybe. But maybe if you look at Matt Rule, right? Matt Rule was a quarterback whisperer down in Baylor, right? He came from Baylor. He felt like he can fix anybody.
Yeah.
But what happened? It doesn't translate well. If you go one further, go back and look at Chip Kelly. Remember, Chip Kelly ran an offense where that no one could stop. It didn't translate to the NFL. So a lot of times these quarterbacks come out of the NCAA and they're not ready to go to the next level.
Yeah.
Dirty Bird, rise up,
There's
buddy.
a lot of NFL quarterbacks right now that is ready to go to the next level, but some will have to sit a year. Some might have to sit 2 years. Some might have to sit 3 years. And we know how it works.
Man.
We know how it works. So you're a Florida State guy, so I got to ask this question. You're a big Florida State fan. Wait, I'm glad you're here. Roger Goodell's heading to the podium for Jacksonville right now.
Okay.
This is big. So if we can keep you on for just 2 more minutes.
All right. So go ahead.
I'm guessing he's going to make his welcoming announcement. Bodie, is this his welcoming announcement or is this the pick? Would you?
Oh, this is the first time I seen him go to the podium.
Yeah, he's heading to the podium. This might be just the welcoming announcement.
Yeah.
It's 8:07 right now.
Yeah, because they got Las Vegas players out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and just keep this going just in case he does announce the pick. Chris, let me know if he announces the pick. You're a big Florida State guy, so is it possible Jermaine Johnson could be our pick tonight in the first round? And what do you think about Jermaine Johnson so far?
I'm a little biased. I'm going to tell you yes. Right?
Okay.
Jermaine Johnson would be a great fit in Dean Pease's defense.
Yeah.
Right? So I hate to use the word hybrid because that's not fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can be a good edge rusher, but if need be, he can slide down to defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about knowing this windy still out here in Vegas. But Jermaine Johnson, man, so many things, even on his short time in Florida State, he didn't get enough pub because Florida State didn't have a really good season.
Yeah.
So he wasn't on national TV as much. But, I mean, since 2011, Florida State didn't have a defense end until you saw a person like him.
Yeah.
He's very athletic. He's talented. I believe that he is going to have some. If he is drafted to the Falcons, he is going to have some woes because he's new, right? He has to understand it's a big jump from NCAA to the NFL.
To the NFL.
But I do believe that Jermaine Johnson would be a good fit for the Atlanta Falcons.
That's what's up,
and even if I take off my Florida State hat, he'll be the best. Now, will it be a reach?
If you can trade back and get him, it's not a reach. But if you take him at 8, it might be a reach.
But if you take him at 8, that means I think you're setting the tone for the rest of the draft for the Falcons to say that we're building the defense. We're not worried about the offense. We're going to go second, third round guys.
Yeah. Well, apologize for the audio, everybody that's tuning in. Thomas is in Las Vegas. He's in the streets right now on the strip. He is living the dream right now for us Atlanta Falcon fans. I wonder if it's going to be like this for the Falconator. The Falconator is on the floor in the draft, right, Thomas?
Right. He's actually on the floor. I'm trying to so he's into the inner circle. So I'm on the outskirts.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make my way in, but you may not be able to hear him. However, I would try it and see if he even picks it up. But again, this is just an exciting moment, right?
Yeah.
For the Falcons. for the Rise Up Tour, and one time for the fans. Man, it's just an exciting moment, man, because last year in Cleveland, it wasn't the same. In 2020, you know, you had the in-home virtual thing. But when I say it's like a mass of people here, it's tons of people here. It's like Vegas on steroids like 10 times.
Yeah. And as you were speaking, Roger Goodell just named the official opening of the NFL draft. The Jaguars are now on the clock. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up so you can get back to those drinks and those casinos. I know how it is in Vegas. We've been there. We know how it goes. We've heard so much about the Rise Up Tour group. I remember me and you talked about this. 10 minutes on the clock for the Jags. 10 minutes.
That's about right. First
10
pick.
minutes? Oh, come on. Y'all got to stop this. But we've heard so much about the Rise Up Tour. It started with 2 members, and now you're over 683 members.
Right.
You're doing something amazing right now for the Atlanta Falcons organization. You're doing something amazing right now for the fans. That's why it was great to just reach out to you and have this conversation. Could you tell us a little bit more about the Rise Up Tour group? Where can we find you? Where can we find the Rise Up Tour group? Any upcoming events? Just please let us know everything that you have about the Rise Up Tour.
All right, man. So, quick backstory. I called Jack Spade back in 2018. And I said, hey, we're going on tour. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't know what that meant, but I said, we'll figure it out. And we did it, right?
Yeah.
So 3 years later, we're here. So we became a group of people, a group of passionate fans who enjoy traveling to the away games because I felt like it was a need that we didn't have, right? We would all go to a game, but we wouldn't speak to each other. Nothing was organized. Hey, we'll go here, we'll go there. But a lot of us are on the same flight, and we never said anything to each other.
Yeah.
So why not bridge the gap and put everybody together? And let's have a good time. And then and our slogan had just became where fans become family. So within that slogan, I've been to 3 weddings. We got a baby on a Rise Up Tour baby on the way.
A Rise Up Tour baby.
You got a Rise Up Tour baby, man.
Well, congratulations.
So it's not me. I'm gonna leave the people's names out. It's not me, but that wasn't the necessarily mission of the group. Yeah. However, it was where to bring people together.
That's
and
true.
It brought people together. So you can find the Rise Up Tour group everywhere, right? We're really on. When I say we're on tour, we're on tour. We're on national tour, right? We're going everywhere. We're going to a city near you. And then they're going to know about the Rise Up Tour. We're going to make a lot of noise. Well, we're going to do a lot of different things with us. I mean, hell, we even got Pastor Troy rocking. Wherever we go, the Pastor Troy is with us. So I don't want to throw no shade to the nest, to the Dirty Birds nest, anything like that. But
we taking over.
But Troy was rocking with us before the nest.
Since day one. And we're going to set that up. We got to get Pastor Troy on the show.
Yeah. Well,
we got to get Pastor Troy on the show.
As a matter of fact, Troy be here tomorrow in Vegas.
Okay. That's a great look, man. Thomas, I appreciate the time. I know we had a situation earlier. We couldn't get you on earlier, but, you know, for you to step up right now and do this right now for one time for the fans, for the Rise Up Tour group. I see you got your jacket on. You got your colors on. The fans are out there having a good time. You're having a good time. Thomas, you be safe. You take care. You enjoy the evening. And, of course, you know where to reach me at. I thank you so much for being a part of this interview, Thomas.
I mean, hey, I appreciate your love. Much love and respect. Hey, everybody, Rise Up Tour Group. Follow us on all socials. And remember one thing, rise up. Peace.
Rise up, brother. Rise up.
Rise up, rise up.
So we got my boy Thomas Scott. He is up out of here. But we ain't finished yet. Oh, no, we not finished yet. The Jaguars are on the clock. 6 minutes left to go. If you're in the chat right now, or if you're watching the stream, go ahead and hit that share button. Hashtag We Talking Falcons Football. Hashtag We Talking Falcons Football in the chat. Chris, you feeling good over there? We should need something to drink. Need water or something? You ready for this draft pick? Okay. Chris is going to be on the show Saturday, so it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. So, I got Busta Burns getting ready to come up in here. But before we get Busta Burns up in here, we got some time because I wasn't expecting the 10 minutes. I heard that they were supposed to be moving this draft along quicker, kind of like the baseball games. I don't know what this shit is. 10 minutes per pick? Like, I'm glad we ate because if we 27 boys, I had to see you boys tomorrow. Boo Man shouted. Dez, are you there? You good, Dez?
Yes,
Dez,
sir.
you
I'm
good?
here.
I already know Dez good. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
Good Georgia.
Boo Man
Good
shouted.
Georgia, man.
Let's bring you in here. Boo Man, the same question I asked Dez. Can the Atlanta Falcons nail this draft and still and not select a player from the University of Georgia? Can you consider this draft nailed? And you might say your answer at the same time the Jaguars will make their pick. So if I do cut you off, I apologize. But do you think the Falcons can nail this draft without selecting a player from the University of Georgia?
Nail it? No. Can they have a good draft? I mean, yeah, maybe, but
Pick is in.
You talking about championship athletes. You talking about championship athletes, but nail it. No, Georgia got too many players out there that fits in what our needs are. So
yeah.
No, you can't nail it without it.
The crazy thing about it is
you can have a good draft still.
You can still have a good draft, but nailing it without a Georgia player is tough.
Right. If you select a Georgia player, do you see any Georgia player that comes off the board? Do you see it being a bad pick?
If an undrafted free agent from Georgia came to the Falcons during training camp, it wouldn't be a bad move. I don't have no problem with that. The pick is in. We're gonna head right now. Let's go ahead and focus on who the pick is. Knowing the Jaguars, they might bring out Maurice Jones-Drew or Blaine Gabbert. Knowing the Jaguars, they might even bring out Jarnell.
Blaine Gabbert.
We have a friend named Jarnell. He's a big Jaguars fan. I don't know where these Jaguars fans came from. Hashtag, where did the Jaguars fans come from? We was in Jacksonville. Chris, we went to the game last year, did we not? Who are those fans? They only got loud in the fourth quarter. It was quiet all game, man.
What's that chant? That Duval?
No, they say let's go, and they go. One side says let's go, the other side says Duval. Remember that one? But that was quickly taken out the stadium when Matt Ryan got the first down. It doesn't make a difference. You heard that Duval stuff, but they got that fish tank up there. Is it a fish tank? It's a pool. It's a pool up there. What boys got a pool? Dez, you been to Jacksonville?
Yep.
They got a pool in there.
Cool.
And they got cabanas.
They got nice stadiums. Nice.
They got an outdoor stadium.
Yep.
The pick is in. We're waiting for the Jacksonville Jaguars to make their selection. I don't even know why they're an NFL team, but for now,
coming to the stage.
Matthew McDonald said I know plenty of Jaguars fans. Share the stream to them so they can become Falcon fans because we don't know what the hell the Jaguars are doing right now. Roger Dell, the pick is in. Bodie, who's the pick?
They might be going to pick Walker.
Quickly.
I don't know. I feel like they're going to pick Walker for him.
Wow. Y'all still waiting?
Yeah, we're still. Walker.
Cross him off my board.
I knew it.
6'5", 272, 4'5" in the dash. Hit the chat. Go Dogs. Hit the chat. Go Dogs in the chat. Hit the share button. If you're watching the stream right now, hit the share button. Go Dogs in the chat. Hashtag Go Dogs in the chat. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Y'all say hey, my girl.
No.
How you doing, ma'am? Go Falcons.
Hey.
Bye.
Take that fan off medium and put it on high for Boo Man.
Yeah.
God, not the shots. We sipping tonight?
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
We sipping tonight?
Congratulations
to Trayvon Walker. Can we see the Georgia Bulldog share?
Trayvon fucking Walker. He went to Georgia.
Can we get the can we see the Georgia Bulldog share?
Yeah,
Bodie,
man.
I know you got your Georgia stuff behind you.
The Lions pick is in already. The Lions pick is in already.
The Lions pick is in. So you're gonna have to sell tickets if you're a Detroit Lions season organization. And the best bet you can go is get Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan. You have to sell tickets. You're not going to win games, so you have to sell tickets. If you're watching the stream right now, hit the share button. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube. I totally apologize. Chris, look at this. It's just circling. Look at this. So some way, somehow, I have to set this up for tomorrow's draft and make it much better. But right now, we're on Facebook.
Hey, Flip, I got something to say for real.
What's up?
I really find it amazing how Trayvon Walker went from the third best Georgia player in the draft to number one pick. That is amazing for the program and everything. That's crazy because You didn't think even with all of us Georgia fans in here, did you feel like Trayvon Walker was the best defensive player for us last year?
Trayvon Walker?
If anything,
Yeah.
I thought it was Dean.
Yeah, everybody was talking about N'Kobe Dean.
I thought it was Dean.
And then Jordan Davis, of course.
Detroit's pick is in. Obviously, they knew Walker had to be first off the board to have their pick ready right now. We shouldn't even be doing this side talk right now. We should just be going straight to Detroit Lions pick. But of course, Ian Rappaport gets paid $2 billion to do a segment from ESPN and NFL Network. But apparently, we're going to sit here and wait. Detroit, they need everything.
You know they're keeping their boy home, though. They're going to keep their boy.
Hashtag Detroit needs everything.
They're going to keep their boy in Michigan home.
It's not Detroit versus everybody. It's Detroit.
You said they put an Eli?
They might. If they go quarterback right now, they about to scare you if they go quarterback right now.
They might go quarterback, hey.
Because Jared Goff has shown that he hasn't had a winning season, I believe, since Sean McVay. Am I right?
What's his name again?
Who? Mark? The pick is in.
Let's
Hopefully
go.
it's Eminem bringing the pick, or
your TV on Smash.
My TV extra fast. My bad. I'm just gonna wait for y'all.
It is.
Yeah, DV. Yeah, Dez. If you're gonna do that, you might as well just host the show.
Do not have.
I need to be hosting because the pick coming in right now. Y'all a little late.
Yeah.
Here it is. The pick is in. Dez, can you hold your reaction?
I'm a mute my.
It's got to be Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan.
It got to be Aiden Hutchinson.
If
it's not Aiden Hutchinson, we are in for a whirlwind.
Aiden Hutchinson. That's him. You got to sell some tickets. You're not going to win the game.
Keep Aiden Hutchinson home.
Exactly. 2-15. Hashtag 2-15 in the chat. Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and welcome a good friend of mine who's been a long-time Atlanta Falcons season ticket holder. Good friend. I'm glad to have this man on the show. Hit that share button, man. Let's welcome in Buster Burns.
Yo, what's up?
Into the stream.
Buster
Burns.
What's going on? What's up, Boo Man?
Mr.
What's up,
Exclusive.
man? What's up?
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Dragon.
Buster Burns, you're a longtime Atlanta Falcons fan. How you like the draft selection so far? Number 1 and number 2. Dog off the board first.
I expected that. Yeah, at least a defensive end Georgia player gonna go top 3.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised he went 1, but it was up in the air on who was gonna go. 1, 2, and 3. Still,
it's playing out. It's playing out how you expected.
Not all the way so far. I didn't expect Hutchinson to be going. Was he 3 already?
We're at 3 right now. They're moving pretty quickly, so I'm glad they're moving it along. Who's the third pick? Who's next? Houston? If Houston or the Jets, Houston, Jets, or the Giants might trade their pick. It's very possible they might trade their pick. I think the Giants might. It's something about.
If anybody's going to trade, I think it'd be like you say, Houston, because they got a lot of picks.
Yeah,
they can afford to.
Yeah. So Buster, let's go ahead and get you in here real quick, man. Ask you a couple questions because I know you're a longtime Atlanta Falcons fan. You're a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan, man.
Oh yeah, man. Love the birds. Always for the logo, bro.
Always, man. Always. You got the Braves hat on. You got your Falcon jersey. You probably got United socks. You know how it is, man. Rise up, man.
Let's go.
So the Falcons brought in a lot of players this free agency. Just to pick your brain real quick, which free agent are you excited to see this year in the Falcons uniform, and which one do you think can make a major impact?
Right off top, man, it's got to be Casey Hayward.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why, because he's a 10-year vet. He's got experience, and he can mentor AJ. I mean, AJ did great last year, but the thing about Casey is he been with various defensive schemes.
Yeah.
So he know how to compete. He know how to change up his style.
Yeah.
Also, he'll be able to provide that to the other guys in the depth trying to find their way.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing about that is he a Georgia guy. He from Perry, Georgia, so he coming home.
Yep.
To play home, so he got a little chip on his shoulder.
That's true.
That's definitely the guy. I'm most looking forward to seeing him pair up with AJ.
Okay.
He's gonna be a big upgrade from who we had Moreau.
Fabian Moreau. I think it was Fabian Moreau, right, Boo Man? Fabian Moreau.
Yeah, Fabian Moreau. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's gonna be a big upgrade for
Shall not say his name in.
So you're looking at a top 3 cornerback in AJ Terrell. I mean, can we say top 5 at least? Can we say top 5?
Top 5.
Hell yeah.
Casey Hayward's a top 10 cornerback. I'm sorry. So you have Casey Hayward and AJ Terrell on the field. You locking down the 1s and the 2s. Do you see the Falcons probably going? I know this is probably an off question for you, but do you see the Falcons going cornerback, Sauce, Derek Stingley to cover the slot? Or is Isaiah Oliver their guy going forward?
They extended Oliver though, didn't they? They brought him back
They brought him back. Yep.
I think they might want to move Oliver to safety for a little bit because that's a position that I think he could play better. If Sauce is on the board, you get Sauce.
Yeah.
Because the reason why that shit was sure our secondary for 10 years, having Sauce and AJ. If he's on the board, you got to get him. You got to.
Yeah.
But I doubt he's going to be on the board, bro.
Yeah, looking at these picks, who knows who might pick up Sauce. Continuing on with this right here with the Falcons fan talk with Buster Burns. Thank you for being in here too, Buster Burns. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but I know this draft is something you won't miss, especially with the Atlanta Falcons. From looking at the upcoming schedule, you know, there's a lot of people saying that we should tank or we won't win no more than 4 games this season, and that's tough. What do you say to that? And what do you think about the coaching staff? Are they capable of bringing this team together to make the playoffs?
I've heard that every year, bro, that they think that we should tank and we should try to get somebody else. Because, you know, a lot of people, they didn't like Matt. They didn't want Matt at QB. So I've heard that before. And I know now they're saying that they want us to tank for, who is it, Bryce Young?
Bryce Young. It's a sacrifice for Bryce and go down for Stroud or whatever they said. Sacrifice for Bryce. Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice, but that's some weak-ass shit, to be honest with you, bro.
You don't know if you're going to get Bryce Young.
We
don't know.
To be honest with you, that's the worst strategy because that creates an environment that is prime for losing. And, you know, it's bad karma when you
bad karma
doing stuff like that. And on top of that, you will lose trust with your diehard fans, your season ticket holders.
Yeah.
And some players out there trying to make a name for themselves if they find out that you out there tanking.
Yeah.
And
here we go. Here we go. Sorry to cut you off, but here we go. Texans. Okay. This might be Sauce. This might be Sauce.
Cornerback. What? Stingley.
Derek Stingley. Number 3.
Wow.
That's surprising.
Bodie, get in here.
That's
wow. Bodie, get in
here. Didn't I tell you?
Get in here, Bodie.
That's some janky stuff that's going to happen.
How did Derek Stingley move up to number 3?
That's surprising.
Now we have a draft.
Now we have a draft.
Hey, it's real freaky now.
How the hell did Derek Stingley move up to number 3?
He ran like a 4.3, didn't he? He ran like a crazy. He did crazy at his pro day at LSU.
Bruh, Sauce has been named the number 1 cornerback in college football.
You didn't hear
Stingley been number 1 for a minute.
He's a great tackler.
Trickled down.
Hey, it's LSU, man. That's that LSU.
Wow,
man.
I just got it.
They
got a WTF right here to my phone from a Houston Texan fan right now in the chat. I just got a WTF from a Houston Texan fan right now. Stingley over Sauce. He can't believe it.
Bro, Stingley gonna be good.
I don't have no problem with Stingley.
He's gonna be great.
Thibodeau.
Dez, where you at?
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
Thibodeau sliding.
Hey,
I see it.
Hey.
The Jets a little funny though. You gotta watch them.
Yeah,
Jets.
I'm funny with the money.
You
gotta watch
them
Jets, man. You gotta watch them Jets.
You gotta watch the Jets, man. You
Going
damn right about
back
that.
to my boy Buster, man. Boot man, Bodie, Dez. We're gonna get y'all in here shortly, man.
Fucking Simmons, but you know we can go.
Go ahead and hit that share button. If y'all here on the stream, hit that share button. Share it to your friends. Tag a Falcons fan. We need all Falcon fans in here. We're taking over the draft tonight. Our pick is coming up within the next 15, 20 minutes. Go ahead and get the Falcons fan here. Tag your Falcon fan. Tag your friends. One time for the fan. Texas Mercenaries in the chat. All my FIFA buddies are here. What's up, y'all? That's your Houston Texan fan right there. Mr. Texas, what was that? What was that, man? Go ahead and hit the chat. Hashtag what was that? Buster Burns, man. I got one more question for you, man. Then we're gonna sit back, talk some Falcons. The Falcons have to nail this draft. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They got to nail this draft. so much talent available coming up. We've seen Walker now off the board, Hutchinson's off the board, Stingley's off the board. Who do you think would be a good fit at number 8 right now? Who are you looking at? The Jets are a little. There's some sneaky little boys. Be careful with the Jets. Who do you think the Falcons should be picking at number 8 right now?
Man, the biggest need on the team right now gonna be defensive end. We got to get to the quarterback. We was last in the league. I think we had 18 sacks.
Yeah.
Last year total. Yeah. I mean that's borderline embarrassing right now. So we got to go with the best defensive end. We don't have to, but that's who I would pick. And whoever gonna slide down to us, whether that's Jermaine Johnson, or Kayvon Thibodeau, I would go with one of those guys. But if you can't get one of those guys, the second biggest need on the team is gonna be a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Y'all spoke about it earlier. Right now, we got Alonde Zaccheaus at 1. And we don't really know the future with Calvin Ridley. We don't know what's going to happen with that. So I would go ahead and get a wide receiver if you can't get the best defensive end. I know that's their strategy. They want to get the best player available at the need position. So at wide receiver, I would go with either Garrett Wilson or that boy London, man, whoever falls.
That's something amazing because we all had the same talk about this yesterday. They might select a wide receiver.
Best available per need, man. Think about it. We don't got nobody, no true wide receiver for the future. And Calvin Ridley is up in the air. So
yeah.
But we have signed a lot of receivers in free agency. So we can see who works out. But you really do need a true wide receiver if you're trying to compete in this league.
That's true. Our franchise wide receiver could be tonight.
They could.
I was thinking more of the draft your quarterback, draft your wide receiver. Let's link up. We're the future. But they look like they might. I don't know if the quarterback tonight is the future quarterback. Maybe they select Matt Corral in the second round, or they select Sam Howell in the third round. Felipe Franks was brought in last year. He didn't do nothing.
They bring him back too. They're bringing Franks back too.
They're bringing Franks back, you know. And of course, last year he ran a couple packages at tight end too.
If you could trade back in possibly to pick up a quarterback, then that's what I would possibly do. I mean, if you could get, I'm not gonna say his name.
Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. I understand.
But if you could trade back in to get him. Do what you got to do. Team him up with a wide receiver.
Let's bring in Dez Dollars. Dez Dollars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll go ahead and put this on the screen for you so you understand what's going on. You saw Stingley come off the board. He's going to now enter the NFL, highly rated, probably at 94 in Madden. Is AJ Terrell the best cornerback in the league, Des? Does he have the ability to be the best cornerback in the league?
I definitely do think he has the ability to be the best cornerback in the league. This past season definitely showed that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like pairing him with Casey Hayward is only going to make him better. Mm-hmm. Like our guest here said, Casey Hayward is a vet, and he has a lot of things to bring to the table in regards to teaching and helping out in our secondary. So this year and the years coming out, I do see AJ being that top 5, maybe top 3 cornerback if we can legitimately get some rush to help out with that.
Let's get around the table here. Boo Man shouted. That Zach got you.
Good job. No, I'm watching the draft.
AJ Terrell, give me your thoughts. Right now, he's top 5, soon to be probably top 3. Payday's coming soon. Denzel Ward just got hooked up with $100 million. Denzel Ward, if you do catch this stream, let me hold on. AJ Terrell, does he have the ability to be the best cornerback in the league? You have Diggs. Stingley's not entering. Sauce will enter. But we know what AJ Terrell is capable of. Does he have the ability to be the best cornerback in this league?
Yes, because he got help now. You know what I'm saying? So you can't you can leave him on the island, but he's not worried about the other side.
I don't want to cut you off. Save that thought. Here come the Jets.
Pick is in. Oh my God.
Sauce. Don't say it.
Sauce Gardner.
So edge rush, quarterback, wide receiver.
I thought they were going wide receiver, defensive end. What's this? Who's sliding back now?
I definitely thought they was going wide receiver. But they got
Giants ain't going. They're not going Thibodeau.
You don't think so?
I think they go offensive.
They got
tackle,
Ojolari. They don't need no pass
The
rush.
situation with Daniel Jones' 5th-year option not being picked up, they got to go quarterback.
All right.
Daniel Jones is not the guy.
Oh.
This is the shakeup in the draft we talking about. This is the shakeup. Ahmad going to the Jets.
From right now, I didn't expect 2 and 3. I didn't expect 2, 3, and 4. No.
3 and 4 is really shaking up the draft right now. I didn't expect that. 3 and 4 is shaking up the draft.
I like it.
3 and 4. The 2 cornerbacks going back to back. Shout out to Sauce Gardner. Shout out to all these players that's taking the next leap and going to the NFL. I have no problem with that. But seeing how this draft is shaping up, I think we get in the pass rush.
I think they go O-line here.
Giants?
Yes.
Yep.
You trying to protect the trenches, or you trying to protect your quarterback that doesn't have a 5th-year option?
You trying to hopefully protect that quarterback, and maybe he'll get a year, do something this year.
Yeah.
But I think they're going O-line.
Carlo PSN in the chat. Blessings. Carlo PSN is the graphics. He's the graphics editor for One Time for the Fan. Good friend of mine from San Diego, California. Shout out to Carlo PSN, man. Appreciate it, brother. Lee Cork from England, checking in from the across the pond. Nah, he's over there in Ohio. He's a Ohio State Buckeyes fan. He's probably a Cleveland Browns fan. Who knows? But he's here in the chat representing. Shout out to Lee Cork. I see Jabri in the chat. Prayers for Kayvon.
Mm-hmm.
Bodie?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jabri.
Speak about it, Bodie. Prayers for Kayvon?
That's my dream pick.
That's your guy?
Get him. That's my guy.
That's your guy. Do we have a drink ready if Kayvon gets selected? Are we ready?
Oh, we got it all ready.
I'm ready.
Jabri, hashtag prayers for Kayvon. Look at Jets Nation. Oh my gosh. They're loving it. I mean, you have to like it. It's somebody who the quarterback doesn't have to worry about when he's throwing incomplete passes.
They haven't had a corner since Darrell Reeves.
Say it again, Boo Man. Speak up on that, Boo Man.
They haven't had a corner since Darrell Reeves, so
they haven't had a solid corner since Darrell Reeves. That's why Boo Man's a part of this stream right here, because Boo Man is one character. I tell you, he'll come in here with some facts and he'll make you remember the past. Just go upstairs and use it though. Yeah. One time for the fan.
If New York get Kayvon Thibodeau, I hate New York more than I hate drill music.
The rivalry is not with the Saints anymore; it's with the Giants.
Yeah, I can't see it.
That boy's saucing it up.
New York's O-line is so poo.
See, here's the thing about New York, right? So who do we have available? Does anybody have anything in front of them? Any mocks? Who do we have available? That's your BPA, as Terry Fontenot would say. Because we have
best players Kayvon Thibodeau right now.
You got Thibodeau still on the board. You got Evan Neal still on the board. You got your quarterback still on the board. You got Kyle Hamilton still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we expecting the Giants to select? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this shakeup with the 2 cornerbacks right now.
Gotta be O-line. They need it.
You know what hurts me is that the Giants have a pick after Carolina at the next pick. So Carolina, I mean, Giants can really fuck this draft up.
Yeah. Looking to the Atlanta Falcons. We're getting really close to the pick, everybody. Shout out to everybody who's viewing the stream right now. Shout out everybody who's supporting the stream, sharing it, commenting. Buster Burns, Bodie 3000, Boo Man shouted at Dez Dollars. The pick is coming up right now for the New York Giants. We are just I'm thinking offensive lineman.
O-line.
I'm thinking offensive line, but I'm not worried about this pick. It's the second pick that I'm worried about.
The pick is in, fellas. The pick is in.
Dez Dollars has to mute his mic because, of course, Dez Dollars is 15 minutes ahead of us.
Yeah, they might go
like he works at Comcast.
You know the Falcons pick already.
He works at Comcast. Shout out Comcast.
What you need. I got it.
The Giants should go offensive line tonight. I don't think if they go quarterback, that's the shakeup.
You know what?
They look confident in their
Say it, please.
Bum
No.
Blues.
Who?
They look confident wearing their Bum Blues tonight.
Oh, Bum Blues. They need to
That's the
go.
most Giants fan I've ever seen.
Who's the Harry?
Dude got a, oh my God, dude got a Victor Cruz jersey on. Lord have mercy.
Is that Victor Cruz?
Dude had a Victor
I
Cruz
seen somebody
jersey on.
salsa in the back of the crowd.
Say it again, Dez. You seen somebody what?
You
So
see
what?
somebody salsa in the back of the crowd with a plate of nachos.
I tell you right now, if anybody comes to the draft with hair like that, you better select a quarterback.
All right, fellas, settle down. Pick his head.
Settle down. Get the screen back up. I'm watching the TV. I apologize.
Who is that? Tiki Barber? Who that is?
Who's the super fan?
Oh, that's a fan. Okay.
He's excited.
He's really excited.
Some young billionaire off of Bitcoin.
I know, right?
Wow.
No. He told you to buy Bitcoin in 2013, y'all.
He should just come in there and just be like, "Hey, Cowboys fans." Just make them even more madder than they are. Shame of a dynasty they are.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is he at the game?
He crunk, bro.
Hey, them Giants fans be at the game. That was one city I missed this season. I should have went to that one. I should have went to the one when they played the Giants. But that's on the schedule coming up in a couple more years, so I'll make it. I like how they're putting the, no more Daniel Jones on the bottom of the screen, the headlines. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, we're done with that.
Oh, shout out to Sam Prince for Make-A-Wish. I have no problem with Make-A-Wish. Shout out to Make-A-Wish.
Yes, Make-A-Wish.
Let's go, Sam. Let's make the pick.
May please announce it, please.
Punter.
Oh my God!
Hold on. Don't you say it.
Don't you say nothing.
Man. Whoa.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Yep.
Ugh.
Are you serious?
Man.
Are you serious?
Ugh.
Dear Lord.
Shit.
Who man just said they're gonna mix up the draft. How about?
Yeah.
They
Let
could
me tell you
get,
something going forward.
Jermaine
Let me say something
See,
going
that
forward.
was- They could.
And they got the
They went to
7th
get him first because they got Evan Neal and Aquanu there. So they pick. Don't they pick right after this pick?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pick right
So
after
they like
this-
they'll get
yeah.
one of those
Right
old
after
linemen.
What did they get
But they
Jermaine
didn't want to
Johnson
miss
to?
out on Thibodeau. They knew what they were doing.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
They're not gonna get Jermaine Johnson because they got Ojolari.
Buster Burns, you can chime in on this one right here, Buster.
I can't believe that shit. I hate the Giants way more now.
The scouting report never said Kayvon Thibodeau to the Giants.
That's available.
Buster
I told
Burns,
you, everybody's
we have a
saying best
shakeup
available.
here, Buster. What is going on with the draft? You're 3 picks away from Atlanta. Kayvon Thibodeau, our target for most Falcon
Oh my
fans
God,
is
he's
off
wearing
the board.
Falcon red. He know he wanted to come.
Man,
You don't even
to be
want-
honest with you,
He don't even want to wear. Oh my God, he don't even want to wear that hat. Not the magic fingers. He's doing magic fingers with Roger Goodell.
it depends on who Carolina pick. If Carolina pick QB next, we might still be okay.
Buster
It's
Burns, we
looking
have a
real Kyle
shakeup.
Hamilton-ish.
Bodie 3000.
I ain't gonna cap.
Boo Man shouted.
I'm over it.
We have a shakeup here in the draft, man.
Now we need to trade
Golly.
back.
Shout out to
always lose our
Dorothy
guy,
in
man.
the chat. What's up, Dorothy?
God,
Can't
I
believe
want
he's wearing
this
that
man.
jersey. Can't believe it.
Time to trade back.
He might be that
Yeah.
Michael Parsons, man. He might be that guy coming off that line, though.
No, he like that. I ain't gonna
He
cap.
might be that guy, bro.
He like that.
This
He
is,
gonna be nice.
Definitely like that. Okay.
man, this dude was the
Damn, they got
Pac
Thibodeau.
12
Look at
defensive
that.
player.
Look
This
at
man's
his
a
highlights.
monster.
He was the number 1 overall prospect last year for a reason.
Yeah.
There's no reason Aiden Hutchinson should went before him. No cap.
That's real.
So, fellas, as we see the draft is now getting closer to the Atlanta Falcons, we had some
Oh my God.
conversations the past couple days of who the Falcons might select. Buster Burns chimed in with that too as well. It's looking very close that best player available, but the way the draft is being set up, Kyle Hamilton is still on the board, Jermaine Johnson is still on the board, Malik Willis is still on the board, Evan Neal is still on the board. Do you see one of those 4 players becoming an Atlanta Falcon at number 8? Buster Burns, let's get you first.
Yeah. Best
I
player.
haven't said wide receiver. I apologize.
Best player available. And if we can get Jermaine Johnson still up there, take that guy. If
Take
you
him.
can't, you got to go wide receiver, man.
Bodie, let's get you in here. A lot of best players available still left in the draft.
Man.
How do you see this shaping out now? We talked about it the past couple of weeks, but we didn't know until this day. We are now at the day. It is happening right here in front of us. What do we expect?
I'm so mad. I think I think you should trade back personally, but I like Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
That's it. Kyle Hamilton or trade back, honestly, at this point for me.
Seeing how they're shaping up and seeing how the draft is starting to shape out, I'm seeing it now from doing my scouting and everything and our mock drafts. None of that works when it comes to draft day.
Not
None of it works.
Right.
Nope.
I seen Twitter to all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna select such and such.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We
Don't
don't know what's
follow
going
me.
on. The two cornerbacks back and forth, the third and fourth pick is a shakeup. Kayvon, he must have snuck to the Giants meeting after having the meeting with the Jets. I didn't even see nothing that showed Kayvon being selected by the Giants. So their card has been sitting quietly underneath some books. They didn't want to tell nobody who their pick was. But Thibodeau,
I'm trying to figure out why Kenny Pickett having a draft party.
who? Kenny Pickett?
Kenny Pickett. Yeah, he's having a draft party. So he knows something
Kenny
I don't
Pickett
know.
is having a draft party right now?
He going to
He knows something I
Carolina.
don't know.
He going to Carolina then.
Would you say he should have it tomorrow?
Probably Sunday.
That must be what he think.
Man, let me tell you something.
He
Right
did
now,
admit
I
the
got
fake
so
slide,
much.
though. I ain't gonna cap.
I can't believe this what's been going on with our Atlanta Falcons
Bro,
in the offseason.
Kayvon Thibodeau, we just missed out on like transcendent players.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not our
Absolutely.
fault though. You can't blame us.
Yeah.
But damn you Giants, who's gonna win 6 games.
I told you
Max.
that's the new rivalry now. They took our player. Well, not to say that the Falcons didn't have that player. I mean, not to say it's not our player, but
Right.
they
It
took a
was.
player that was highly favored by the Atlanta
I
Falcons.
heard it in Dad's voice when he said, "Oh no."
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
Yeah. And Dez, if you can go to the NFL Network and change to a channel with us, get some help. You're about 20 seconds
Why don't you
ahead of us.
stream it?
I saw
Look
Dez
it
throw
up,
his hands up in a
stream
minute, like,
it.
oh, there it is.
It's
But Dez, you
crazy,
said it
man.
yesterday. The Falcons will do some Falcon stuff. Dez Dollars. You said they will probably select a safety or a wide receiver. That's some Falcon stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I see us right now, after everything that has been taken, the Falcons will do some Falcon stuff and either go Drake London. That's
Yep.
the bad side about it. Or
Yeah.
they'll go Kyle Hamilton, and that's the good side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how I'm feeling right about now. The Panthers pick is in, so we're that much closer.
This is getting
So
tight. This is getting tight.
tight.
We're getting close to the Atlanta Falcons pick. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's been viewing the chat, viewing the stream. Text messages got people jumping in and out. So apologize about the YouTube too as well. I have no idea. This YouTube thing is just spinning in circles right now. I have no idea. But tomorrow night it will be up. It will be active. Buster Burns, if we can get you back in here tomorrow night, if you have the opportunity, that'd be perfect. Jabri Harper would
I
still
got the time. I'll be here.
perfect. Jabri Harper would still be here too as well. Bradley, Mr. Slade, Section 110 is in the building. Or 111, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Mr. Bradley Slade in the chat. Shout out to Bradley. Big Atlanta Falcons fan, big Atlanta United fan, big Braves fan. He's everything, man. Tailgates in the Home Depot backyard right next to where we tailgate. Shout out to Bradley. Appreciate you for viewing the stream. Tell the wife and kids I said hello. So much has been going on right now with the Atlanta Falcons in the offseason. We've made some moves as we're at commercial break for the NFL draft. Buster Burns talked about Casey Hayward being one of the players that he's excited about seeing. Bodie 3000, if we can bring you in here. Mm-hmm. What free agent the Falcons have brought in this offseason are you excited about seeing this year?
I'm different, so I'm gonna go with something different.
Speak on it. Let's go.
I want to see what they do with Damiere Byrd.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gonna take the cap off a little bit. I think he can do something with that. Like, and let me throw another one in. The running back, Damian Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see what they got planned out for him. But we have the old Bears GM. So he bring in all those Bears in here. and it's just I don't know.
Somebody said it's the Chicago Atlanta Titans.
Yeah, which is crazy. And I ain't like none of them squads. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But
Here we go.
I do like those players.
Bodie, I don't want to cut you off, but commissioners at the podium.
Carolina.
It better be Pickett. Let's see who they got.
They got a key. Offensive
tackle. Woo.
Trying to get somebody to block for McCaffrey and
Sam Darnold.
Or
Baker Mayfield.
I like
because it's looking like they might go after Baker Mayfield. You get a tackle right now. You're either trying to protect your quarterback with the future, but you're not going to extend Sam Darnold's contract. So either you're going to go draft a quarterback this draft, or you're going to bring in a quarterback in the free agency. We know what's going on with Carolina. This tackle from Kansas State's pretty good. Bodie, let's get back to you. You had mentioned Damian Byrd.
Yeah.
Wide receiver. Why are you thrilled about seeing Damian Byrd come in?
I just like that speed. You can take the top off. The defense.
Yeah.
He ain't the most. I mean, he let's be real. I mean, he's a role player. You know, so he's gonna come in and play his role, which is taking the top off defense. I hope. I think that our coach is a very good game planner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's gonna work that into our offense. And that's just a small. Just see what we got, because we're bringing all these guys in on 1-year deals, and just seeing what we got. I like him. I like Alden Tate too. Alden Tate can surprise.
Do you agree that one of these players on one of these 1-year deals is going to get a mega contract from the Falcons next season? Is somebody going to play up to their ability of overplaying their contract to where the Falcons have to look and say, "This is a guy we should have been looking at from the start"?
Lorenzo,
I got you, boo man. Lorenzo
Carter.
Lorenzo, he can come in and have a big impact with the Falcons. He comes in and has what is good enough for you to keep Lorenzo for next season? 7 sacks, 8 sacks.
If he get that, I'm clapping. I'm standing up.
Yeah, he's an outside linebacker. I mean,
like if he get that, I'm love it. But I don't know if y'all know, last season, at the end of last season, he had a great end of it. I can't remember the number exactly, but he had like 7 sacks in like 5 games or something. Outrageous number. Like it was wonderful. And he was hurt most of last season too. He came back doing that. That's how he got with us. He wanted to come home. And Atlanta see a potential. I think he can do something.
Yeah. He's a Georgia guy. So we have a Georgia player now on the Falcons.
Need some more.
Need some more. One name is still available on the board right now, folks. From the University of Georgia. A lot of players are still on the board right now from the University of Georgia. But one name that's projected to be top 15 is still on the board. He goes by the name of Jordan Davis. Best player available. I see the comment section. I want to get to y'all. Jabri. Shout out to Jabri. If Jordan Davis is selected tonight, what does it mean for this guy, Grady Jarrett? And I want to go ahead and bring Boo Man Shawty in on this one. If Jordan Davis is selected tonight, what does it mean for Grady Jarrett? In your opinion,
Grady Jarrett is out of here. And Jordan Davis, because you can't fit him anywhere beside each other.
Yeah.
Only reason because you brought back Rush, you brought back Davidson. So I don't see a place for Grady Jarrett, and
Rush and Vincent Taylor. Rush and Vincent Taylor.
And Vincent Taylor, right. You picked him up. So Vincent Taylor is solid too. So I honestly already didn't see it for Grady Jarrett, but if Jordan Davis, I definitely don't see it. For Grady. So crazy thing is, what do you get for him? You getting picked, or you getting it this year, or you getting it next year?
Yeah. Grady,
and you save money. You know what I'm saying? So
I hope Grady's not traded, because today's his birthday. Number 2, Grady's a big part of this defense, but listening to other, people who speak about the Falcons, NFL insiders, and so forth, Grady doesn't really fit this 3-4 scheme. And Buster Burns, I want to bring you in. Des Dollars after Buster Burns. Buster, the scheme has changed from the 4-3 to the 3-4, and now it's kind of tough for Grady. What do you say about Grady, man? Should we keep him? Should we try to find a way to let him fit the scheme, or is it just like just send him off to a team that can do better with him? What do you think was going on with Grady?
Man, I love Grady Jarrett. To me, he one of the main players on defense that fight every snap.
Yeah.
It don't matter if they up the field or down the field, he's still gonna be fighting.
Yeah.
I ideally want to keep a player like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you say, he don't fit the scheme.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And to be honest with you, Grady, he deserved to compete. Like I said, because he been putting his shit out there.
Here come the Giants. Map. Sorry to cut you off. Here come the Giants.
Evan Neal. Okay.
Fellas.
Yep.
They've attacked the offensive side of the ball. They've attacked the defensive side of the ball.
It's time, baby.
I knew it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8:55 p.m. The Giants have selected Evan Neal from the University of Alabama. Go Dogs. I'm not a Bama fan. Anytime I say Bama, I got to say go Dogs. Just makes me feel a certain type of way. People be like, where you driving through? If I'm going to New Orleans, like I'm driving from Georgia, I end up in New Orleans. You drive to Alabama? Like, nah, I go around Alabama.
Go around it.
Around it. Absolutely.
Don't want to deal with that type of problems. But shout out to everybody in the stream. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. One time for the fan. Bodie 3000 is here. Des Dollars is here. Booman Shawda is here. Buster Burns is here. We are watching the NFL draft. Our Atlanta Falcons will make the next selection.
My nerves, man. My nerves.
Your nerves. I know, right? You got to get ready.
I have no idea.
6 minutes up there. I need a drink.
This is tough.
I need a drink now. Yeah.
This is tough.
Let me go and get mine.
Buster Burns, I
and
know.
My pick come in before y'all. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna have
Des, could you go ahead and just cut your stream off for the night? We'll just talk to you tomorrow.
Stop. Yeah, he gonna bust it out. He gonna let us know.
Look at Evan 6'7", 337.
Golly, man.
You can't move. You might be upset about the college he came from, but the player is phenomenal. Look at this.
The Giants done knocked it out so far.
Did the guy just flop or realize he couldn't get past Evan Neal and just went to the ground?
Well, he just went to the ground. Y'all seen what you said. That's crazy.
He realized after a while, I'm not going to get past. Look at that. That's a double team for you.
That's a huge man, bro.
That's a big guy. 6'7", 337. Honestly, I wouldn't have been upset if the Falcons would have selected him. Look at this guy. And he did say that he will play guard too this year if he has to.
But you know what's crazy, though? You know what's crazy?
Talk about it, Boo.
Selected what? Andrew Thomas, from Georgia, like last year.
Yeah.
And what did he do? Leave?
They're happy.
They cut him.
Give me another beer.
I think.
They're happy.
Selected him in like top 10 last year. So,
Got 5 minutes left.
He went early.
Well, if you're grading the Giants right now in their first round, they get an A.
They
get an A off Thibodeau alone. I ain't gonna cap. I mean,
they get an A. They get an A plus.
A+. So much going on.
They stood still. And they, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is wild to me. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's looking real Kyle Hamilton-ish.
It's looking real Drake-ish. Drake.
Trade back.
Drake London.
Y'all gonna
say trade.
I'm gonna be like,
who's getting their Drake London jersey? Buster, you're a man of many jerseys. Buster, are you getting your Drake London jersey?
Man, I'm gonna support anybody on the squad.
Support anybody on the team. Jabri Harper in the chat.
Red and black.
All about that red and black.
Anybody,
that's right.
you gonna get that Zacchaeus jersey?
I support him.
Not on the tender. Not on the tender last year.
You gonna get that Isaiah Oliver?
I support him.
Support. I do.
Fellas, everybody.
I clap for him when I go to the games when he make a good play.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why we're doing the draft up in the first place.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody on the stream. The pick is in. Pick is in.
Mine's so behind.
The pick is in.
Who is this, man?
The pick is in.
Oh man, y'all gotta mute yourself.
Don't say it.
You gotta nail this draft, Atlanta Falcons. You gotta nail this draft.
Oh man.
Who's gonna be the first person to announce?
Let's go, baby.
Falcons have traded the number 8 pick.
Dez, you already see it?
Wide receiver.
Dez, we need you to cut your stream off, Dez.
Ain't nothing came from maybe.
Buster
Is it
Burns says
Wilson?
wide receiver. Before we make the announcement, before they make the announcement, hopefully they bring out Ludacris or somebody. That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, you said they're gonna bring out DC on fly.
No, she said he
Chris
was not
Tucker.
Atlanta.
Thug. Bring Young Thug out there.
Yeah,
They're gonna bring out what's the
Ludacris
girl
is
name?
not Atlanta.
Omeretta.
She said Ludacris is not Atlanta.
I see a Michael Turner jersey back there.
Hey, it might be Michael Turner.
Yeah,
33.
And a Keanu.
not
Hill.
Mr. One and Done.
Is that a
It might be
22?
Keanu.
Then
Let's go around the table here real quick before the selection is made. Bodie 3000. You see the picks in front of you. You seen what's happening tonight. Who's your pick?
My pick right now.
Falcons.
Are you too late? It's too late.
Hold on.
he got it in, man. He got
Dez,
the fast catch.
Dez, cut your camera off, Dez. I don't want to see no reaction. Here it is. Here it is.
Y'all said it.
I'm behind y'all.
Drake.
Nice.
Drake London.
Drake. Yeah, I had them too, man. I had either Wilson or London. I'm picking.
Falcons going Falcon.
Well, Falcons going Falcon.
Falcons.
Dez said Falcons are going to
Falcon.
Falcon.
Hey man,
Wilson or
I
London?
never say the kids again, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Atlanta
Never
Falcons have
again.
selected Drake London, the number 8 pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting a London jersey.
I ain't mad at it.
I ain't gonna care. I'm getting a London jersey, man.
You meet me at the London.
London jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Meet me at the London.
Yeah, I'm comparing
With
it to
Drake.
Vincent Jackson.
Plenty Drake jokes coming, man. Plenty Drake. jokes.
Drake.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want to know what's crazy? Drake bet 100,000 that London Drake will be the first wide receiver to get drafted.
You serious?
God.
Yeah,
What?
he posted on his story. I think cashed out like 393,000 if he correct. Mm-hmm.
The rich get
Hey,
richer,
hey,
man.
I ain't gonna catch.
Get this
If you're not a
picture
Drake
ready.
London fan, just go look at the film, man. Film
Yeah.
don't lie. Who said
So-
that?
You're
One time
bold.
for the fan. Appreciate everybody viewing the stream. Hit the share button, hit the like button. One time for the fan page. Buster Burns is in here. Bodie 3000 is in here. Booman Shawty is in here. Dez Dollars is in here. The Atlanta Falcons have just selected wide receiver Drake London from USC. If he is the next Mike Evans, I ain't got no problem with
They
that.
say Vincent Jackson.
Yeah.
What
gonna
is he,
compliment
6'3"?
Pitts well.
Buster, tell me about it, Buster.
He's gonna compliment
He like
Kyle Pitts well.
He gonna compliment
He
Kyle
like
Pitts
six-
well.
Mm-hmm.
he like
Here goes the tape,
6'13".
folks. Here goes the tape. Catch radius. It's crazy. He made a one-handed catch that was crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, man. You turn on the film, he kind of going crazy.
Yeah, he that dude.
Yeah, he got some good highlights, man. He
He
do.
that dude.
So, folks, I have no problem with the pick because I'm an Atlanta Falcon fan. I'm a diehard. I'm a professional fan. We keep this. Atlanta takes Drake London. We haven't. There's a lot of comments on Twitter right now.
That fills
You
a
know,
hole,
Flip,
man.
but you-
That's a big need.
But you know, Flip,
Big
we
need.
talked about this yesterday.
We did.
If all those D ends were off the board, we said it was gonna be wide receivers. If all those D ends was off the board, we said wide receiver. Only
Most
two
of
needs we
everybody's
had was edge rush and wide receiver.
most of
Yeah, I don't-
everybody's mock draft is wild right now.
I don't got a problem with that pick because he's gonna produce right now. You know, that's what we need. We need somebody that's gonna do something right now.
Mm-hmm. 6'4",
Shout out
220.
to the organization, man. Shout out to the organization. Every player in
Shout out
there,
to Falcons, man.
every coach in there, every assistant is there, is doing the best they can to make sure they put the best players on the field to win games this season. I don't hate that. I respect that. If Drake London was the best player on the board, I respect it. Terry Fontenot has done a great job of putting this team together. Arthur Smith has done a great job of coaching this team. And if they feel like that was their guy, I respect it. Buster Burns.
Yeah, that's the best available player per need that we have right now. That's their philosophy. So, I mean, I can't hate the pick. We're gonna see what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna show out. I think.
Yeah, he gonna show out.
He ain't
I
got no
believe
reason
it too.
not to. He ain't got no reason not to.
I believe
we
it too.
get
He
wide
gonna show
receiver.
out.
Let's
gonna
go
show
around the table here. There's Dollars. I know you're busy right now, so we'll get back to you in a minute. Boo Man shouted. Oh, we'll get you in a minute, Dez. Boo Man shouted. We talked about it yesterday, man. Now it's happening.
I thought it was gonna be Garrett Wilson, but I'm not mad at Drake London. I mean, I definitely I talked to Bo about this like 2 weeks ago. We watched this film. Actually, we watched this film outside the U-Haul, and I said he actually legit. You know what I'm saying? So he legit, man. He's a 50-50 guy. You can throw it up to him. You give Pitts a break. You give Pitts some one-on-one matchups, and you're not gonna get doubled by him. So I guess they're taking the double off of Pitts, and you got a legit one now. He's a legit one.
You now
I
have
couldn't say that
two-
same thing about Garrett Wilson because I'm big. If you're gonna be a one, I'm big on your size. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's a legit one. You got Kyle Pitts, him. And, you know what I'm saying? You can say Zacchaeus, but you still got Demir Bird. You got some speed out there. So I think the offense is done as far as the next couple picks.
Yeah. Bodie,
you got it out the way. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're done.
So you're feeling the need that you have to get your wide receiver. We know they have to get an edge rusher.
Yeah.
We know possibly they might get a quarterback. Bodie, how do you feel about this pick right here, Drake London?
6'4", 220. I mean, the film is excellent. Like, this guy can go get the ball. He gonna
the
go
injury
get it.
doesn't concern you. Being off the field for 7 months doesn't concern you?
No. That's the same. You can say the same thing about Stingley. Stingley didn't play for all of this year, I think.
Michael Parsons didn't play a whole year.
Exactly. So, like, I love it. I'm growing. It's growing on me now. I mean, I like it a lot for a big target like that. Now we got 2 big targets. That's gonna be tough.
Class Johnson, who's going to be on the show Saturday, just texted me and said, I'm about to be hostile AF on the show Saturday. So, Chase, what's up, Chase? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome, Drake London. I'm getting texts from all over. I'm getting the Soldier Boy Drake meme. Drake?
Yeah.
The gift. It is what it is, man. The Falcons selected a wide receiver. They felt like he's the best player available on the board.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's just, I wanted edge rusher. We talked about it yesterday, though. It's not what you want. It's who you think the Falcons are going to draft.
And we all spoke
about it. And
it's going to be pivotal.
Boo, man. I was the only one who said, nah, they'll probably go pass rusher. But you guys hit it right on the nose. Dez said it first. They're going to do some Falcons are going to Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons going to Falcon.
And I don't have no problem. There goes Bird.
You got to look at it. Julio Jones gone, man. Calvin Ridley gone.
Yeah.
You're satisfied more with Lorenzo Carter at pass rusher than you are with Olamide Zaccheaus at wide receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. I mean, the draft not done. We got two picks. We got 4 picks in the next 2 rounds. So
yeah,
you're gonna get some solid. Space fillers, but we good, man. I mean, I like it.
So wide receiver off the board at 8. Buster Burns. Get you in here just for a couple more minutes here. I got to try to get the Falconator on. He's on the floor in Vegas in that madness.
Partying probably. Yeah.
I don't even want to. Oh my god, Falconator. Oh my gosh, that boy's a partier, man. But wide receiver off the board at 8. If you're the GM now, you filled the need of what you wanted. Best player available, wide receiver. That's your franchise wide receiver. He's your number 8 pick. He's going to be on the field week 1. You've opened up that red zone threat for Kyle Pitts now and Drake London and Patterson. So now defenses are like, oh, snap. You got 2 wide receivers out here. You got 2 receivers out here that's over 6 foot. You got Patterson.
You run that option.
You got a bridge quarterback who can maneuver, who can move, a little bit mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Seahawks are on the clock right now. I'm not even worried about it. We'll mention it in a second here.
Charles Cross.
Seahawks are going to select Charles Cross. Buster Burns,
Russell
second
was
round.
There for damn near 10 years. Now they want to get an O-lineman.
Well, and Russell Wilson's just laughing at it. But Buster Burns, second round. You're Terry. You're in the boardroom. You're back there in the war room right now. Who's next on your draft board now? What position? I didn't say the person, but what position? We're filling needs here.
At this point, I gotta go with the best defensive end available for me. I know everybody want a QB. If you can trade back in and possibly get Willis, just cause the future, that'll be your guy to trade the future. If it's not too costly, do it. But right now, you gotta go with need. You gotta go with defensive end. The best defensive end that fall to you. You got to take that guy. You got to. We're last in pass rush. You have to take the defensive end.
Boo Man shouted. You agree with Buster Burns? Your second round pick should be your edge rusher now.
Yes. You got your wide receiver out the way. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think the next 3 picks should be defense.
You're comfortable with a wide receiver at 8 and 2 or 3 defensive picks coming up next?
I mean, if you're gonna go like we always talked about it, if you're gonna go 8, you talking about somebody who's plug in and play right now.
Okay.
I told you about Jermaine Johnson yesterday. He gave me a little Vic Beasley vibes. You know what I'm saying? So,
so Buster, here's the joke, right? Yesterday we mentioned players of who we think would be selected or not selected, and Boo Man said Jermaine Johnson gives him Vic Beasley vibe. That's why he wouldn't select Vic Beasley. That's why he wouldn't select Jermaine Johnson.
Not at 8, man. You get him at like 18, but not 8, man.
Yeah. Think about the last time we selected defensive end that early was Tack and then Vic Beasley.
Come on.
Yeah.
And exactly. Oh, don't forget Jamal Anderson.
Oh, Jamal Anderson, the DN Jamal Anderson, the one who wouldn't work with Chuck Smith, Jamal Anderson.
Something. He played defense. I know that.
We'll get to the day 2 picks tomorrow. That's why we're covering all 3 days of the Atlanta Falcons draft here, and it's amazing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the stream. It's amazing what the Falcons. They've wowed us. I can't even imagine what the Benz is doing right now. Buster Burns. They're probably happy, right? Julio's gone. Matt's gone.
They probably crump because we've been selecting offensive tackles for a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
the Chris Lindstrom pick was a shakeup that time at the Benz. I drove all the way down there for that.
Yep. They glad for that wide receiver. They want to have somebody to get behind at this point. That's what we need.
Yeah. And I respect that. The Atlanta Falcons, they made a decision of who's the best player available. That's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. Bodie.
Yep.
Second round coming up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try my best to get the Falconator in here shortly. Who knows what he's drinking and what he's doing. I've sent him the link. If he doesn't join, we continue. Mm-hmm. Bodie, second round. How are you feeling now? Do you feel as though we should go ahead and get our edge rusher now? Second round?
Absolutely. If you get best player available in second round, edge rush wise, we gotta go there. We got to. You gotta address it. Like Lorenzo Carter ain't gonna do it by himself. And then we don't even know if he gonna do it. We hope he do, but we don't know.
Yeah.
So you gotta try to address it. Say put some type of effort to try to get some sacks in Atlanta because
we still don't know what's going to happen with Grady either. So
that too.
Seeing the move that they made right here at number 8, wide receiver, kind of shows you left Jordan Davis on the board. So Jordan Davis wasn't the best player available on your team. That means you probably will keep Grady now. I mean, does this show some type of light that we might keep Grady? We didn't select defensive tackle. I'm sure no second round edge rusher ain't going to take Grady's spot or a defensive tackle. Let's just say Travis Jones from UConn, if it's the second round pick. Then I can say, okay, we have a problem here. They're selecting a guy who's on a fast motor right here because Travis Jones is a beast. I don't know how he went to UConn, but some players choose different colleges and they end up making a name for themselves. It is what it is. Malik Willis went to Liberty, made a name for himself. Certain players do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Bodie, Boo Man had mentioned he doesn't have a problem going with 2 defensive picks in the next couple picks coming up. How do you see this shaping out now that the 8th pick is in? It's Drake London. We've attacked the offensive side of the ball with the 8th pick. How do you see the Falcons attacking the next 2 rounds or the next 2 picks? The Jets are on the clock, so we can let this one go through. Let's see who they select.
It's Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. Your 2 receivers off the board.
Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this name, and we was talking early first with this guy, but you might want to think about a David Ajabo, maybe.
David Ojabo.
You remember him?
The linebacker from Michigan.
I know he hurt, but we ain't got nothing but time over here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He would have been a top 10 pick if he
would have been top 10 pick. We ain't got nothing but time, buddy. We're gonna wait on
time in the A.
He would have been right. He would have been right after.
You go get David Ojabo and you just wait on him because he's that talented. He is that talented. Go get him. Because ain't nobody else thinking about him. But then everybody wants you pick a player early. We can pick a player in the second round like him, that talented, and wait on him because we're rebuilding.
Buster Burns, you heard that word rebuild. Des Dollars want to chime you in here too. I know there's Zach kicking in. Buster Burns, is this the rebuild?
Man, I know Arthur and Terry say they don't like that word. I get why they don't like the word, but think about it. We ain't got no Matt Ryan. All the players from Dan Quinn and TD era are pretty much gone other than like Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones. So regardless if they don't think it's a rebuild, us fans moving on from those players, it's a damn rebuild.
Yeah.
And if we can get back to competing, this won't be the same Falcons that we did have and that we used to have. So it's going to be a rebuild, regardless if they don't like the word or not. That's what we're going through.
Yeah.
New regime, new players. It's about time, It's about damn time we do this.
Buster Burns, are you okay with the pick at number 8?
Yeah. I thought we was gonna get that guy right there, but
hold 1 second. The Washington Commanders just traded their pick to the Saints. The Saints are on the clock.
The Washington Commanders have traded their pick
to the Saints.
To the New Orleans Saints.
That means the Saints and gave up.
The Saints have moved up twice.
Yeah.
In the past month. This is their quarterback.
Is it?
This got to be Malik Willis.
They definitely just gave Jameis 20.
They did.
You can go get Jermaine Johnson because Cam Jordan's pretty much coming to that last rope of his career.
You got Davenport. If they got Jermaine Johnson, they just being excessive.
Are they high on Davenport though?
I mean, they might get a QB. Pretty solid.
They might.
First of all, F the Saints.
Yeah, I say that.
That's first of all. I feel
wholeheartedly. Yeah.
You're only saying their name because they're on the clock.
You're right.
I don't even want to say their name.
They can select a punter.
Say it again.
F the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag
they can
F
select
the Saints.
A damn a baseball player.
They need to select a new city to sell the team to. We're only saying the Saints name right now because they're on the clock. F the Saints.
Yeah.
They can lead the Boudins or whatever them shit's called.
Leave the crab cakes on the table on your way out.
Exactly. And
crab cakes good as hell. I ain't
gumbo.
gonna lie, them crab cakes good as hell. I wish I could make some damn crab
They
cakes.
can leave gumbo good too.
What you say, Busted the gumbo? Bodie the gumbo?
The gumbo good too.
Gumbo, little joker sitting at the table. Oh, can I get some gumbo with 2 Italian bread, please?
Yeah.
I've been to New Orleans a couple times, man. The city is amazing. The culture is nice. The food is great. But the organization and the team, I don't like.
Yeah. Even though we got Terry.
Jeff Wolf is in the chat. Jeff, are you in Vegas? Oh, Jeff Wolf with the F the Saints. That's real Jeff for you right there.
Yeah, he right.
That's real Jeff for you right there.
Like
Jeff, he's a real deal Atlanta Falcons fan. Travels to the games, home or away games. Shout out to Jeff Wolf in the chat. Everybody in the chat, hit that share button, hit that like button. Apologize that I don't have no idea what's going on with the YouTube, but tomorrow night, I guarantee you we're on YouTube. I guarantee
Hashtag F the Saints.
Hashtag F the Saints, man.
F the
I don't like
Saints,
them.
Everybody F the Saints.
I don't like them. When they're down there, and Bust, I don't know if you've been there. Boo Man shot at Des Dollars. And Des Dollars, we'll get you back in here shortly because I know what you're doing. When you're down in New Orleans, they treat you nice. They treat you kind. You know what I'm saying? They look out for you. The food is good. The entertainment is good. They second line it. You can stay up till 3 a.m, 4 a.m. The city doesn't sleep. Their culture is New Orleans. I understand that. But come game day, they treat you like crap.
Mm-hmm.
They treat you like crap. Everybody forgets that, they have their job they have to respect, and they start ending up talking to you like, you a total stranger. But they don't know you, they don't care about you. And that's the disrespectful part. But otherwise than that, Shout out to the food is great. The food is amazing. I ain't gonna hate on that shit. The food is amazing. But I see the Saints right here going Malik Willis. Upsetting the Steelers, because Steelers want Malik Willis.
But they got a Malik Willis.
Are you trusting Jameis? Jameis can throw 50 interceptions right here. I don't even know. Tell you honestly, I don't know why we talking about the Saints, but we have to talk about the Saints because they're on the clock right now.
Because we want them to get Malik Willis.
Man,
we want them to have some kind of problems.
I want them to go punter.
They put a tight end at quarterback.
Can they go long snapper?
If they can go Matt Ariza from San Diego State right now, the punter, got no problem with it.
If they go Derek Kendricks, I'll be elated.
Once again, they need to select a new city so they can go find another city to sell the team.
Man, they announced right now that they don't want to be in New Orleans anymore. I promise you, I'll leave this chat. I'll go straight downtown.
There's a lot going on. Des Dollars. I know you over there, Des. We'll get you in here in the stream in just a minute, man. He's probably playing a Madden game. Knowing Des, he's in that league so tough. He predicted the Falcons selected a wide receiver at 8. I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing a Madden game right now. He said it yesterday. He said
I think he went to Zaxby's.
Yeah.
Des, you have Moe's?
Hey.
He went and got a nibbler. You got everything all right, man?
Whoa. The Saints just giving everything up.
What they give up?
16th pick, 3rd round pick, and the 4th pick. Don't forget what they
so
gave.
They really
Philly.
gave up. They gave up their whole. They gave up the first 2 picks.
You said it's Jameson Williams.
Oh, this
okay.
is,
So hold on,
this
guys.
might be Malik Willis.
This is
Let's bring
unfortunate.
Des Dollars.
I have a friend. He is a Saints fan.
Why is he in the house?
Yeah.
Because
why is he sitting so close?
Long time friends, man.
Call the police.
He says he's projecting Jameson Williams right now.
Is that what he wants?
Is that what you want?
He wouldn't.
He said
So
that.
they would
Why
bump
is he
up
asking?
against
Why is he a
Jameson
Saints
Williams?
fan? Ask him why.
He said you from New Orleans, ain't you? He from New Orleans.
Oh,
He get a pass. He get a pass.
I don't even give him the answer.
He get a pass, man.
Everybody born and raised in New Orleans is a Saints fan. Now, if he was from like Wisconsin, it would be a different story. We got to bring him in here and ask him.
Tell him the crawfish is amazing.
Hey, tell him the crab cakes and the crawfish is amazing, man.
Not the crab cakes and the crawfish is amazing.
Hey, man.
Des, tell us what it is, man. Pig is in what it is, man.
Yeah,
matter of fact, I don't even want to announce the Saints pick. Des, you got this.
Des Goodell, man. That's Des Goodell.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Des, the floor is yours to announce the Saints pick.
God,
Hopefully
they
the
came
pick
out
isn't
with an
in.
entourage, didn't they?
Who, the
Des
Saints?
Goodell, man.
Is that Tony Gonzalez?
G?
What is Tony Gonzalez?
Jack talking about Tony out there.
I know it ain't Tony Gonzalez. If he is Tony Gonzalez, I know that man.
Hey, we'll roll up on Tony if he came out there.
He better not come to Atlanta.
We'll roll up on him if he come out there with the Saints.
How dare you?
What is okay? Let's just hope they're doing a segment for a new show on ESPN or something. Because
I don't care.
I don't know why the Charger guy's on stage. Isn't that buddy from Empire in the black suit?
Yeah, not Rotimi.
Is that Rotimi? Hashtag Rotimi's on stage.
Austin Eckler from the Chargers, man.
Buster Burns, you're a longtime Atlanta Falcons fan. Why is Tony Gonzalez on stage for the Saints as they're getting ready to make their pick and he's holding a card in his hand? I'm hoping he's reading a segment coming up on NFL podcast.
Is he really announcing the Saints pick?
I'm finna DM Tony G, man.
Terrible. Don't DM.
I don't like him now.
What do you mean? How everybody doing? We ain't doing so well. You on stage about to announce the Saints?
No, we're not.
Who's buddy with the Chiefs jersey?
I think he just discussing something. I don't think he actually doing the pick. I think Roger did that.
Yeah, not cancer.
Oh, okay.
No, shout out to that. Anything they're doing that has to promote, any type of awareness or anything, a shout out to that. I have no problem with it. Make a Wish Foundation, everything.
But don't scare us.
Don't scare us, Tony G, by announcing a pick for the first pick.
The pick is in and Tony on the stage. My heart racing.
So look, it gets announced right here: Chiefs and the Chargers, Thursday night, September 5th. That's the opening game. Is that the opening game? Thursday night, September 15th.
Bro, that could have been a commercial. They say week 2, Thursday night.
Oh, because the schedule comes out in 2 weeks. Shout out to everybody who's viewing the stream right now, viewing the chat. Hashtag we talking Falcons football. NFL schedule is released in the next 2 weeks. We're gonna have another live show. Be prepared for that too as well. I might even book 2 or 3 cities on this. Dez Dollars, Buster Burns. So there is a meme going on right now in social media where it's the Scooby-Doo meme, and somebody pulls the mask off of Terry Fontenot and said, "Let's see who you really are," and it's Thomas Dimitrov behind the mask.
God. Wow. Okay, hold on. The Saints just
Let me hold on, Saints.
Hold on, man.
Where's the Band-Aid? What is it?
Des Goodell.
But getting to the bathroom must be hell in that crowd. Like, oh shit, I just pee right here.
Chris Olave.
That's what the Saints fans do.
Chris Olave.
Olave.
They traded up for Olave? No.
Not Olave.
Chris Olave? What is
I don't know
going
about
on?
that. I'm confused. What are the Saints even doing?
Did the Saints just give up 6 picks to go get a wide receiver?
What are they doing?
Not Chris
They
Olave.
traded the Eagles.
What's going on?
They traded
Don't they
with Washington.
I would have picked Jameson.
Don't they got an Ohio State wide receiver?
They got
Whatever. It's the
Don't
same.
they pay somebody $100 million? How tall is he?
$100 million, boo man.
Yeah. Don't they pay somebody $100 million already?
Can't
the
go out
Vikings
there.
just-
Y'all
hey,
better go get
The
him.
Vikings just traded they pick to the Lions. The Lions might be going to get a quarterback.
Wait a minute.
Okay, let's
not
get
The
rid of
Vikings
Cincinnati.
have moved back. Wait, the Lions have moved back up in the draft?
Hold
They
on, let me
moved
see. Okay, I think the Vikings might have moved up. They say Vikings pick in, but I think
Vikings?
they traded it. No, they traded it.
No,
to
they
the
traded
Lions.
to the Lions.
Yeah, I was right.
It's the
I was
Lions
right.
pick.
Let me try and get the Falconator in here. If not, Buster Burns, you're good, right?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
You're good. Boo Man Shawty, you're good. Des Dollars, you're good. Bodie 3000, you're good. Shout out to everybody who's been viewing the stream, sharing the stream, commenting on the stream. It's been a wild night here with the NFL draft. Just knowing the future, anybody who listens to the stream or views the stream, don't set up your mock drafts the way these analysts set it up. Because I didn't expect Drake London to go number 8, although the Falcons need a wide receiver. The 2 cornerbacks that came 3 and 4 was kind of crazy. You know, Evan Neal getting selected too by the Giants. Kayvon Thibodeau getting selected by the Giants was just kind of weird. But yeah, in the future, I'm just gonna be just open-minded about who the Falcons will select. But I'm glad we had this conversation yesterday because we all, otherwise than me, we all said that the Falcons will do some Falcon stuff and select a wide receiver, which I ain't got no problem with. You know, if he's the next Julio in his prime, that's perfect. Mariota get him the ball. But now you're looking at a franchise wide receiver who's going to be here for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mariota's not going to be here for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
No.
Are you getting a quarterback now, Bodie, in this draft? If they go quarterback at number 2, the second pick, does it surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me. If I feel like they might fall in love with one of those second round quarterbacks, it wouldn't surprise me. But like I said, they just paid Mariota 2 years. Go fill out your roster. You got to fill out your roster.
Yep.
I'm telling you,
Shawty, can you chime in?
Mm-hmm. We need a lot.
Yeah.
And my 2 picks in the second round, they need to pick a pass rusher and a running back, if you ask me.
Are we going away from the linebacker position here with the Falcons, or are we solid that Mekhi Walker, Deion Jones, if he's still here after June 1st, Deion Jones, Lorenzo Carter, who is the other linebacker on the team? They have to go a linebacker in this draft somewhere, right?
Yeah, but we done found late round linebackers. We done got Devondre Campbell in the 4th round. We done
got Deion in the late rounds too.
Deion late rounds. Like we
Poor Locorn.
Foyer too.
Late rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo man, are you upset if the Falcons go quarterback in the second round?
Very.
They're not addressing the edge rusher. You just said very, which shows that they didn't select the edge rusher. That means 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th round, they must be loading up on defense. You select the wide receiver at number 8. You select the quarterback at number 40. Your 2 picks are offensive. The rest of the picks must be all defense, right?
My thing is, you already went offense. Go ahead and get your defense. The only reason you went offense is because your defense wasn't available.
Yeah.
So, it's time.
Yeah.
You get best available defensive player, and we're at a need. Our need was pass rush and wide receiver. You got one out of the way. Our need is not quarterback.
Yeah.
That's more of a want than a need. There's no quarterback that's gonna come in and straight start. I mean, if you can catch one, if you can pick, you got 2 second-round picks. If you get what you need at the first one, then I don't mind it at the second. But you got 2 seconds, 2 thirds. You're gonna have time to get a quarterback.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be no Willis. It ain't gonna be no, it ain't gonna be no Pickett. But
it's looking like Corral or Howell.
yeah, exactly.
Ritter's still on the board, but they're saying the Titans might select Ritter.
Who was that?
Tennessee.
Oh, the Titans already got a Ritter. Strong arm, no accuracy.
Strong arm, no accuracy. Yeah. Buster Burns, are you upset in the second round? I mean, we're a Falcon fan, so you wouldn't say you're upset, but does it shock you if they go quarterback with the second round pick? The Lions just traded back up. Buster, I know you're gonna answer that question shortly. Why did the Lions just trade back up?
What they about to get?
Let's see.
But they got Jameson Williams.
Yeah. That's a pretty good pick for them.
So let me ask this question. Buster Burns, you go ahead and answer that one question. Are you not upset, but are you shocked that the Falcons select quarterback with the second pick?
I would be if they can't get Willis. I don't think they even go QB. I think they just go ahead and fill out their roster, and you make this place somewhere where a quarterback want to come in the future, rather than trying to just draft somebody. We might can get somebody out of free agency, build a team, and after Mariota a couple of years, whether he prove it or lose it, then we might be able to get somebody out of free agency.
Yeah.
You don't always have to look for the draft to get your future QB. As long as you go ahead and build your team, make it a winning environment, you can almost make it to where somebody want to come here, like a Kyler Murray or somebody.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Brian David Efron in the chat. Shout out to Brian. Is anybody surprised Jordan Davis is still on the board?
I'm not.
Nah, I'm not.
No. You don't pick a nose tackle this early.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't.
He still go first round, but
he going first round, but he's going a little later.
Yeah, yep.
Trayvon went number 1. Jordan's still on the board. Scene's still on the board. Nakobe Dean's still on the board.
The Eagles just accepted the 13th pick. They just traded up.
The Eagles just traded up?
Wow.
It's got to be a dog.
This draft is getting saucy.
This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Mike just said, man, what the F? WTF.
Hey, we got 2 seconds and 2 thirds. Like Brian Efron on the screen said, we can trade back up in this thing.
If we trade back up, who will you see us trading back up for? A linebacker? Pass rusher?
I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Unless they want Kyle Hamilton. He's still on the board.
Kyle Hamilton's still on the board. Jordan Davis still on the board. Jermaine Johnson's still on the board. Other than those top picks, who are we missing that's still on the board? Remember the best player available that we were naming yesterday? Who else is still on the board? I mean, Devin Lloyd, but he wasn't somebody who was expecting the Falcons to select. Any more wide receivers on the board? Williams is off.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the first round selections that was supposed to be selected are selected, except for Jordan Davis, Kyle Hamilton, and Malik Willis. Those are the 3 left. Jermaine Johnson.
You ain't gonna get a lot of true first round picks out of this draft.
Yeah.
Majority of them are probably gonna go from maybe like 24. Probably gonna be true first round picks.
Yeah. Kyle Hamilton on the board. I can see Kyle going to either Houston or Washington. Jordan Davis. Baltimore loves defensive tackles. They had Elodi Nada. I can see Jordan Davis going to Baltimore. Nakobe Dean, he's falling somewhere between Philadelphia and Arizona. So now, Falcons do need a safety. Should we go Lewis Cine in the second round?
Possibility.
Yeah, if he's available.
Cine he's a nasty pick.
Yeah.
I have no problem with what the Falcons have done right now with the Drake London pick. Now that I've gotten over it, it's been about 10 minutes now. He's on the team. Mariota has to get him the ball. Coach has to put the scheme together. But to know that you have somebody of Mike Evans' talent level, as people say, that's truly amazing that they selected.
You got over it and sunk in now.
In the sunk in.
You marinate on it.
No more alcohol. No more alcohol either. So I had to get
like alcohol.
They gonna feature that dude. They gonna feature him. So we already know that he's gonna be a premier player.
Yeah.
I've tried so hard to get the Falconator in here. I only have about maybe 20 minutes or so left in the show. I didn't want to stay in here to the 30-second pick and so forth. I had to. I really want it's really about the Falcons, man. I don't see the Falcons trading back up with the way this draft is selecting. I think they're comfortable with the first round. I think they're comfortable.
I would too. Many picks as we got, I'll be fine with what we did here today.
Yeah. You do know that the Falcons are going to probably play all 9 of these picks.
Yep.
From the way our roster is set up, and they're going to fight for a number 1 spot too, or a second spot.
We need all of our picks.
We need all of our picks. That's
and
true.
We need all of our undrafted free agents too.
We do.
What you're also watching too is these trades are just outrageous.
Oh, it's getting crazy.
You're getting 1 pick for 4.
Yeah,
and if the Falcons have to trade up and we have to give away 3 of our picks, I'm looking like, man, this guy better be the best player on the field.
We'll trade back before we trade forward.
Yeah, we got too many holes. I agree with that.
Got too many holes to fill. Mm-hmm. Tight end, safety. I don't know if they're going to go cornerback, edge rusher, guard. Quarterback is it in question? Do you need another wide receiver?
Yeah, we still thin there.
Yeah.
Cool, man, Shardo, let's get you in here. Do you see the Falcons probably selecting another wide receiver this draft?
This draft, yes. In the next 2 rounds, maybe in the third, but the first, not right now. I think they're gonna go defense.
Brian David Efron said we're getting at least 5 immediate starters here if we don't trade. I can agree with that. Your immediate
starters is not on offense though. Only position you need on offense is wide receiver. Literally, you got one, and then you got Alamede's kids. But we can't keep forgetting we got Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is not a tight end. You know what I'm saying?
You got Patterson too. You think
a wide end.
Balls.
Patterson. Yep.
I like how we talk about the receivers and just forget about Patterson because he's going to be that sneaky link this season. Man. He's going to pull up like
Patterson. Say he's not a receiver. He's an athlete.
Who can say that? Buster Burns touchdown.
That is.
There it is.
60 yards.
Like you're going to sit over there and watch Drake London. You got to match up. You don't want to match up man on a 6'4", 220 receiver. You got Kyle Pitts next to him. 6'2", 6'3", I think it is.
There's some fast guys out there running for that ball.
I knew the Eagles were gonna get Jordan Davis, man. That shit hurt my soul.
The Eagles got Jordan Davis. Did the Eagles just get Jordan Davis? I'm at commercial.
Didn't come up with me yet, but
there's dollars.
They pick is in, man.
There's dollars.
Let's see
what's going on here, man.
I'm telling you what it is, man. They trying to get rid of Fletcher.
I can't believe the Eagles about to select Jordan Davis.
13 overall pick, man.
The question now comes back up again. Can you nail this draft without selecting a Georgia player?
Nah.
Not for me.
Buster Burns.
You can't get an A+. You can't get an A+ on it, but
Buster Burns. Georgia's in your backyard.
Oh yeah.
How do you go through this draft and let fans know, hey, this is why we didn't select a Georgia player, the national champions? Not one. I ain't talking about no undrafted free agent or no walk-on, whatever. You couldn't select one Georgia player this draft. Not saying it's not going to happen. They have 2 more rounds. They have 2 more days left in the draft, but
I think they might get one. But at the moment, we got too many holes to fill. We got to go with a necessary movement. Yeah. Now, Georgia players, we all know the SEC is king. Yeah. We know that. You want to win championships, that's where you draft from.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we were so weak on wide receivers. They had to go with that. I still think they may get one tomorrow.
George Pickens.
Hopefully.
Now you see now, Drake London was selected at 8. I don't have no problem with George Pickens, but the London pick kind of shows that we might not attack wide receiver to the 5th round.
Hey man, if I ain't gonna lie, if Jordan Pickens slide,
That would be crazy.
Slide to the
You know
left.
what I'm saying?
Slide
That'd be
to the
amazing.
Falcons.
Not more. It'd be more than crazy.
Because I mean, you clean that up for the future. You know, not just for a little bit. You clean that up.
Yeah. And you
Right.
see you see a potential quarterback we bringing in. We got London, Pickens.
He gonna want to come here, ain't he? Whoever it is, they gonna want to come.
What that mean, man?
Pitts,
Patterson, Oladay, our fan favorite. Damian Bird, Kadero Hodge, Auden Tate, Drake London. Wide receiver room is pretty deep. There's some names out there. I mean, I know there are a couple 1 years, but you got a couple wide receivers in there, man.
There's so many receivers in this draft. We can draft our 1 and our 2 in this draft.
Yeah,
you can.
yeah. So you're not putting a lot of expectations on the 1 year deal guys to come over here and make something happen. Cordell Hodge, Damian Bird. I know you're heavy on Damian Bird because you like the scheme of what they're going to run. He's a fast receiver. Came from Carolina. He had 3,000 yard seasons when he first was drafted.
Jordan fucking Davis, man.
They got our guy. They got him. That's that boy, big boy.
Yeah.
And the Eagles gonna be some trouble.
You have two of them. Well, good thing we don't play the Eagles. Kirby's right there. Shout out,
you see what they did to the first game last year. They only had Jordan Davis.
Shout out to the Eagles. I mean, not shout out to Kirby Smart, man. Jordan Davis is an amazing.
Shout out to Georgia real quick.
I don't have no problem with Jordan Davis, man. Especially that's an outstanding player. Yeah, we're national champions here in college football.
That's a legend.
It's a legend. Thank you, Buster Burns. That's a legend right there. And he's selected to the Eagles. He's wearing red and black. Thought he was gonna go to the Falcons. But once again, two of the biggest Georgia players are off the board. You're back. You're in Flowery Branch, and you're not far from University of Georgia. And this is what happens.
They're gonna get one, man.
You have to get one
for the culture.
It's for the culture.
Yeah,
man. It's beyond everything right now. You have to get a Georgia player. I won't be surprised if they select Scene or one of the other players that's in the back 3rd, 4th, 5th round. But the fans are gonna sit there and say,
"Why did you not?
Why did you not get Jordan Davis? Why did you not get such and such?" You know, it is what it is, man. Nakobe Dean, we know, unless the Falcons straight up now, Nakobe Dean is not going to go to the Falcons. So there goes 3 of the top Georgia players off the board, probably in the top 25. If Nakobe Dean slips to day 2, we have an interesting show tomorrow.
Was the biggest sleeper for Georgia.
Say it again.
Devontae Wyatt was the biggest sleeper Georgia had.
Devontae Wyatt's a first rounder.
He is.
Damn sure he is. That's what I'm saying. Like
Dean is a first rounder. Dean is a first rounder. Am I correct?
Look, man, I told you I'm gonna say this again. Quay Walker, man. If we get Quay Walker, I'm happy.
Got no problem with that. One Georgia player is all I need, man. That's all I need on the team. Just
everybody
one Georgia
except
player.
Who? De'Aaron Kendrick.
Boo, man, you're a big Georgia fan, so I trust you, man. I already know.
He really Clemson. He not us for real.
We have
He just undersized. We don't need no more corners, man. I ain't gonna lie. He like Jalen Hawkins.
We've gone over a lot on this episode of One Time for the Fan. This is just day 1 of the draft show. Tomorrow, day 2, we're right back at it. Shout out to everybody who's been viewing the stream tonight. Shout out to everybody who's going to be viewing the stream in the near future. Just watching this tape of Jordan Davis right now, I wish it was a Falcons uniform. Look at this guy. He's just
monster.
Man.
Is he the next? Okay, don't want to say too much. Is he the next Aaron Donald-like player coming into the league?
They don't have the same drive or technique or anything. He's more of a Vince Wilfork, Fletcher Cox type of guy.
Yeah. He a little too big to be Aaron Donald fast, you know. But Jordan Davis fast too. I just think
he's 6'5", 337.
And he ran a good 42, didn't he?
He's a monster.
He got potential. He got potential to be Aaron Donald like he do.
Look at the Eagles fans. Surprised they haven't started a fight. Can't believe this. Jordan Davis. Baltimore's pick is in. Really don't care about it. Falcons, Drake London. Let's get back to Drake London, y'all. Just for a couple minutes here. We'll do about 15 more minutes. 10 o'clock, we'll go ahead and sign it off. Shout out to everybody who's been in the chat. Jabri Harper is back. Shout out to everybody who's been sharing it. One time for the fan. Bodie 3000 is here. Boo Man Shouta is here. Dez Dollars, I think he went to work. And Buster Burns, longtime Atlanta Falcon fan, is here. Buster, thank you for being here with us too as well.
Oh
man.
yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Mr. Exclusive on Twitch. Mr. Exclusive?
Yeah, I stream on Twitch, man. I just play games.
Okay. You're a very good gamer too as well, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
You're a very good gamer as well. He plays Dead by Daylight. Is that what it is?
That's it. Yeah.
The Dead by Daylight. That's a pretty tough game right there, man.
Yeah.
What you think about Elden Ring?
Man, I played a good bit of it, and I put it aside so I can focus on other things.
Okay.
It's one of those games that it'll get you caught up. You'll be there for a month. So
yes, true.
I'm about to go back to it though.
Okay, you let me know, man. We co-op. We run it. The Falconator hasn't accepted the link. Probably the Falconator will be on the show tomorrow. I don't even want to know what the Falconator is doing in this crowd. I can't even see the Falconator.
He probably got his shirt off with his belt.
He's probably been kicked out already. But we'll probably get him on the show tomorrow. It's not a problem. But next couple of minutes here, let's talk about Drake London, the pick for the Atlanta Falcons at number 8. We're feeling good about the pick. We're feeling good about what the coaching staff is going to do to help Drake London excel and be one of the better wide receivers here in the NFL. Off of his footage alone, could Drake London, not saying Mariota's going to be like this great quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he's going to help us win some games here. Hopefully he takes us to the playoffs and the Super Bowl and we win. But is Drake London he's a top 8 pick, but he's going to be a top 10 wide receiver? Is Drake London a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL? Bodie, do you think Drake London has the ability to be a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL?
I think he has the talent. I think he has the talent to become that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we see it early, he's going to see a lot of growing pains because we got, we're rebuilding. I know they don't like to use that, but yeah. He's got that talent, even more so than Garrett Wilson and Olave.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got that. I liked him over those two.
Yeah.
So, yes, absolutely. And another thing is, I don't think you guys realize how tall. I mean, he's big. He's
6'4",
220.
220.
And our wide receivers, there's been a pattern. We signed Kadarius Hodge. He's 6'2". We signed Alden Tate. He's 6'5". Okay, we have 6'6" Kyle Pitts. We have 6'4" Drake London. They're onto something. They want to be big. They want to be tall.
Yeah.
They want to jump ball everybody. They want to 50-50 everything.
So hearing what you're saying right now, that means Bird will probably be in the slot because he's your 5'11". He's your Taylor Gabriel. He's
Bird Taylor Gabriel.
He's your guy, your speedster to cut across your drag routes, your in routes, your 1, your 2 patterns.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's tough. Yeah, he's tough.
If you come out of this draft, Bodie, with 1 wide receiver, is it Drake London and Alden Tate as your 1 and 2? Is it Drake and Patterson? Who would you think is your 1 and 2? You broke down their physique. I mean, 6'5", 6'3". These are some powerful, tall, physical wide receivers. Who is your 1 and 2? We know Drake is the 1. Yeah, he's at it. I can't believe we're saying Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like Drake London.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Not the rapper, but Drake London. It's gonna be crazy turning somebody and be like, "Y'all see what Drake did?"
Yeah, Drake London sounds like a soccer player. Don't he?
He dropped the album? No, not Drake. Drake, man, Drake London.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see how the rest of the draft shakes out. But like, 1 and 2, I'm high on Alden Tate. From what I've seen, if he just needs a chance.
Yeah,
he just needs a chance. And we can't forget about Alameda. He's not, he's not your number 1. He's not even your number 2, but he can contribute. He stayed on the team for a reason, being an undrafted free agent.
He's a smart receiver. He knows the playbook well. The route running, I think, in the past 2 years or so, everybody can say that most Falcon wide receivers need better route running outside of Calvin, outside of Julio. Getting off the line of scrimmage was a problem last year for the Atlanta Falcons, just to convert some of these plays.
Yes.
I can see timing is everything. And hearing what Sanu said long ago with the footwork and how he has to do his technique and how he does his moves and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sanu was right about this. I mean, it's a timing when it comes to the quarterback dropping back, saying hike, and the player has to run his route. And if the one player, your X or your Z receiver, is caught up and he can't move, you have to turn to your next player on your, whatever the scheme is. You have to know who your ones and twos are. And if your players can't even get off the line of scrimmage, it's tough to even move the ball down the field.
Absolutely.
Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Patterson, they present the opportunity to move the chains. And then you have to worry about what's in the backfield, whether it's a power back or if it's a speed back, such as Williams. Your power back as Quadri Ollison and Mike Davis. I understand. Brian David Efron's here in the chat. Don't sleep on Olamide. Booman. Olamide Zacchaeus. 1,000 yards or better this season?
Not a chance.
The man said not a chance. And here comes the regular picks now. Kenyon Green, Houston. This is just going to play out until 11:30 tonight. Until you hear like N'Kobe Dean. Kyle Hamilton's still on the board, folks.
He's still on the board. He is.
Kyle Hamilton?
I thought Kyle Hamilton went to the Ravens.
Did he? I missed that.
The Falconator just sent me a picture. He's with AJ Terrell. He
carrying on. He always
the sunglasses are off. He looks to be having a good time. I wouldn't expect Falconator to join the stream tonight, but hey, it is what it is, man. We keep moving. About 10 more minutes here left in the one time for the fan show, and then we'll get ready for day 2 tomorrow. Buster, if you want to come back, I really appreciate it. Bodie 3000, of course, will be here. Boomman Shot It, Dez Dollars will be here too as well. And we'll keep this moving. We'll have about 10 more minutes here. Wow. One time for the fan show. Buster Burns, let me bring you in here, man.
Oh yeah.
How would you grade Coach P's so far?
Oh, Dean Pease?
Coach P's, yes, sir.
I think Pease did what he could with what he had. His scheme's working. He just needs the players.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. He needs the talent on the field.
We've trusted what Dean Pease has done in the past. I mean, look what he's done with Baltimore and New England and so forth. Tennessee, he's helped bring that defense to where it is now, and then he left. He came over with us. It does take time to get the team together to be better. Last year,
we all know he don't got the talent. He ain't brought up Deion yet.
Yeah. Deion Jones. As we go around the table with some quick questions here. Boomman shouted. Deion Jones, is he a part of the rebuild?
Yeah, rebuild? No, he's not a part of it. Nothing that ends with Bill.
Shout out to Deion Jones, man. I know Deion, man. So
I
want to see him stay. I want to see all the Falcons stay that you end up being a fan favorite of. But business is a business. And I respect the organization. And Terry's coming from a team, I hate to mention their name, but he's coming from a team where he has seen success. He's been to the playoffs. He's been to I think he was there in 2009 when they won the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. Terry knows what a winning team kind of.
Hey, the Cardinals acquired Hollywood Brown from the Ravens.
Let's bring that in again one more time, Boom Man. Say it again.
The Cardinals acquire Hollywood Brown from the Ravens for a third round.
So Malcolm Brown is heading to the Cardinals.
Marquise Brown's going.
Marquise Brown.
Around.
So now we trading players now.
Yeah, they
trading players. Damn. And then the Ravens just picked Kyle Hamilton. So
the Ravens selected Kyle Hamilton.
Yes.
And we play the Ravens this year. We play the Ravens in Baltimore.
We definitely play the Ravens this year.
Well, folks, it's playing out right here in front of us, y'all. We see it right here. Jabri Harper's in the chat. Deion or Grady will be gone to help pay for the rookie class. I hate it, but it's a business.
Hopefully, Deion.
One of them has to stay. Am I right, Bodie?
You don't have to stay.
Not have to, but want to, right? Look at his hat.
You got to have a leader. Look, I respect both of them cats. Like, you need a leader. So I get what you mean by have to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. To have a leader on the team.
Yeah.
And have a veteran presence. I would keep one of them. But
Buster Burns, talk to us, man. Bodie, not Bodie. Grady, Debo. I know it's just a business, but how do you feel about both of them?
I would keep.
Once you get rid of both of them, Buster, is that the full rebuild? Is that it?
Once you get rid of both of them, it is a full rebuild. But I would keep one, and I would keep Grady Jarrett because, like I said, that guy got heart, and he put it out there on the field. Deion, he has progressed the opposite way, man. Last couple years. Yeah, it's just not. I don't think it's working out.
I kind of think Deion kind of took the step backwards once Campbell left. Campbell was your tackler. I'm sorry. What am I saying? Campbell was your tackler.
He let Luakon show him how to play ball last year.
Buster, you just said something now. Luakon did outplay Deion Jones.
Yes, he did.
And this was Deion Jones' team.
Devondre Campbell heading to the Packers.
Balled out too.
Remember, Campbell was your tackler. He was the guy to get in there and get to the running back. Tied in across the field. He's making the tackle. He's running there to make the power hit. Deion is supposed to be there as your zone coverage linebacker to cover your checkdowns, cover your tight ends, man up. His first 2 seasons were phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
But where's Deion now?
He's there. He's just not making a play. He's around the ball, and he ain't putting in the effort at the end.
We know it's not the coaching because Dean Pease loves linebackers.
Like I said, he's there. He's where the ball is, but he's not closing. He ain't helping bring the guy down.
Yeah.
It seems like he's just going through the motions at this point.
That gets to the last point right here. Grady Jarrett. You said Deion Jones, Buster Burns, Grady Jarrett. I mean, we can restructure the contract and keep him here. Does he fit the 3-4 scheme that Dean Pease wants to do? No. 1 sack last season is tough. But I'm a Grady Jarrett guy, man. I'm a Deion Jones guy. Some of these players, you got to keep one of them. Jahan Dotson's going to Washington. I have no idea who Jahan Dotson is.
He's solid.
He's solid?
He's solid.
He's solid. And that's shout out to Jahan Dotson. Not my fault. I don't know who Jahan Dotson is. I didn't pay much attention to Penn State, nor did I have him scouted anywhere. I'm sorry.
Who got him? Washington got him?
Washington got him.
Yeah,
that's not so bad. It could have been worse. He could have won at 8.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Falcons selected Drake London. We move. Once again, I don't think they're going to move up in this first round tonight. If they do, we'll talk about it on tomorrow's show. The draft starts at 7:30 tomorrow night, so we'll get everything ready around 7:15. Once again, shout out to everybody who's been a part of the stream tonight. Shout out to everybody who's been a part of the show. Grady Jarrett needs to stay. He's Tuggle's son, like you said, for the culture. Brian, we understand it's for the culture. Terry understands business. I don't see too much. Terry came over and said his favorite Falcon was Julio Jones. Bodie, do that.
Do it again.
Do that emote again.
What a Sandman.
You didn't even stay to see Julio Jones
He
play.
didn't keep him.
The man signed the contract of being a general manager. I think his family, somebody in the family was wearing a Julio Jones jersey.
Man, the thing. That's the thing. Terry don't have an emotional attachment to these guys.
It's all about winning with Terry.
He didn't bring these guys in. He came here for a job.
Yeah,
and he gonna do his job.
Yeah,
he gonna bring his guys in.
I'm not upset about. I don't consider it a lie if the front office is telling us, "Oh, it's not a rebuild," and then you see all this happening. It's business.
Who wants to say they're rebuilding?
Like, once you say rebuild, it makes it harder. Buster Burns?
They don't want to say that because they plan on competing every year, and I like that.
Yeah. Buster Burns, you don't think they're going to bring these players into tank this season?
No.
You don't tank games in the NFL. You don't lay down. How does a player tank? How do you go out there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna let this block get past me. I'll be on the field the next 50 snaps"?
We're gonna win this division, man, under these two guys, bro. I'm telling you. If not this year, within the next 3 years, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna have to happen on these two guys right here, Arthur
Falcon
Smith and
fans,
Terry.
no tanking, Brian. Falcon fans have to understand this. It's a business. Terry came in here to win. He didn't come in here to, be fan favorites and all friendly with these guys that's been around for the past 6, 7, 8, 9 years. If they're not productive in this new scheme we're going to, they got to go.
Hey, Flip.
Boo Man shouted.
The Eagles traded for AJ Brown.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Sheesh.
The Philadelphia Eagles just traded for AJ Brown from Tennessee.
They traded the number 18 pick for AJ Brown.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he wanted to come here.
So who does Tennessee go now? Desmond Ridder?
Tannehill is terrible, but
He's on his last year too, right?
his last year was 2 years ago.
So you got that skeleton out there, just doing it.
He just out there.
Just out there going through the motions.
I'm surprised at what's going on in this draft right now. I'm excited for day 2 and day 3 now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm really excited because now you got to look at the team and say, okay, we got our wide receiver. Boom, he's starting week 1. I was worried about selecting a player who wasn't going to play week 1. And I've listened to a lot of Falcon fans and talked to them. You don't select a player in the top 10 picks and sit him on the bench week 1. That was my thing about a quarterback who wasn't ready.
We can't afford it.
You can't afford that. All 9 of your picks have to play. All 9 of your picks have to play this season. Hell, if you can get 15 picks and play them, play them.
Yeah, whatever we got to do, man. We didn't have no depth last year. No.
We had no depth, and that was the sad part, because a lot of injuries came up and things happened. Buster Burns, go ahead.
So you had Patterson on the depth chart for a lot of different positions.
Yeah. Patterson filled in for a lot of players. Like, oh, you injured? You can't play? Oh, I'll play your spot.
I'll run out there.
What do you do? Okay, you do that. All right, I got you. I got you.
You saw what happened when Matt got traded. He was winding that arm up.
Well, yeah, I remember.
That arm up.
It's wild, man. It's wild. The Matt Ryan situation, and we got through this whole episode without even mentioning Matt Ryan. We got through this whole episode without even talking about Calvin Ridley.
For what?
For what?
Gone, man.
No, he disappointed me. I'm hurt.
I'm hurt too.
Nah, for what? I said.
Yeah.
He gone.
Goodbye.
Matt Ryan is no longer with us. We're watching what's happening right now. It is getting ready to be the rebuild.
He ain't dead. He just not on the team no more.
Agree with me or
He's dead to me.
He dead to you? He gone? Agree or disagree, Buster Burns, Bodie, Boo Man shouted. I know you guys are probably taking care of some stuff. Agree or disagree, but we're about 80% complete with the rebuild. Matt Ryan's gone.
80%?
You might trade Grady, you might trade Debo. Your fan favorite players are not there. You're gonna have players this season saying, "Oh, good tackle." Who was that?
Yeah.
Oh, that
number 55.
Compared to in the past, you would say, "Oh, let's go, Duke. Oh, let's go, Dion." You know who that was on the field. Now you're looking like, who number 87? They're bringing players off 1-year deals that's trying to get mega deals, fighting for a first spot, fighting for a second spot on the roster.
That's why I'm excited, though, man. Because
that's why you're excited, because they're going to bring some talent.
Season, seeing people out there, it made me feel like, who is that person? Even though I knew who it was, he wasn't playing the way that the Falcons supposed to play to win, So having a whole bunch of new players on the team, I'm excited to see who's going to make it out and be on the roster for the future, Make a play. Yeah. Anybody.
Because coming out of this season, with your $100 million plus in cap next season, your real roster is going to be set.
Oh, yeah. We rich.
Your roster to compete. Let's just say this roster does get us to the playoffs, does get us to the Super Bowl. Then you've accomplished something that you didn't expect was going to happen. I'm sure Arthur Smith and Terry talked about this and said, we're going to do this the first year. We'll do this the second year. And we'll do this the third year. The first year, they missed out on Mac Jones, Justin Fields. I wasn't big on those quarterbacks anyway, but they didn't select the quarterback. They trade Matt Ryan this year after being one game away from the playoffs. Matt was never the problem. Let's put that out there. Matt was never the problem. But Matt was getting to the level of his career where what Arthur Smith wanted to do, Matt really couldn't do for the scheme. That's why you see Mariota come in as a bridge quarterback, and you're thinking to yourself, well, why would we go Mariota? Well, just think about the 2nd and 2s and the 3rd and 1s where you needed a quarterback to escape the pocket and make some plays. Matt couldn't do it. Most of us remember the interview. Buster Burns, go ahead.
They wanted to run a quarterback. I mean, we got one. Mariota, he can move. He can move out the pocket.
He can move. You look at the play. Look at some of the situations last year. Remember the interview, Buster, where they asked Matt Ryan about the strength and speed conditioning at Flowery Branch in the interview, and he laughed and said, "Oh, I feel like I'm getting faster." I don't know if you remember that, but they asked him about Arthur Smith putting him through like a speed conditioning, like a new training, and Matt was in the interview and he was laughing and said, "I think I'm getting faster," and the people in the audience laughed and so on. The journalists,
he was,
he was,
yeah.
But to Arthur Smith, there was a lot of plays where you can turn to the sideline and you can see Arthur Smith with his hands folded, just looking at the play on the sack, and it's like, we have to get somebody who can at least try to escape the pocket, because Matt would escape and then go back to being a pocket passer.
You got to stretch out the field, man. And you got to stretch it left and right. You got to be able to do that.
Now. You got to stretch it left and right. The funny thing about it, watching the Oakland Raiders versus the Chargers game a couple years ago during the pandemic, it was on NFL Network the other day, and they showed Marcus Mariota leading Oakland down the field to score like multiple times. He was going crazy.
I saw that. Yeah,
you saw that, right? The Darren Waller pass, one-on-one coverage on the side. He came from the 10-yard line all the way down the field. He scored on the Chargers defense with like 8 plays.
I think it was before he like right after he got injured.
Right after he got injured. That's right. They ran a play where it was 5 wide receivers, 2nd and 2, and the play was as soon as he said height, Mariota grabbed the ball and ran. That was the play. Yep. That was the play. It was a running gun out of a 5 wide receiver set where Treylon Burks selected by Tennessee. They just let go of AJ Brown and they select Treylon Burks.
Treylon Burks. That's a great.
That's how you get out of a situation being cheap.
Oh man, say that again. Say that again.
How you get out of a situation being cheap. You got the same receiver without paying him $100 million.
Yep. Treylon Burks is AJ Brown.
That's why
you see why I got them on the show.
Yeah, that's why the Patriots compete. They don't pay nobody, man. They just go ahead and let somebody else pay you, and then they replace you, and then keep it moving and keep on winning.
Yeah. Brian in the chat, Mariota was the fastest quarterback in his draft class. Mariota is a decent quarterback. I don't have no problem with it. But the play I was talking about, the 5 wide receiver set, and it was a quarterback sneak where Marcus Mariota just grabbed the ball as soon as he said height and took off down the sideline. Because you saw the dime package from the Chargers. They had 4 or 5 cornerbacks on the field. They're matching up against everybody, but nobody's watching Mariota. And Mariota just took off for about 5 or 6 yards, got the first down. Next play, extended the drive. Darren Waller, one-on-one. He looked to the left and saw the one-on-one coverage. Hit Waller with a perfect ball over the top. That's Kyle Pitts. I'm watching the tape saying, damn, that's Kyle Pitts. That's touchdown right there. That's automatic. One-on-one coverage. He didn't even motion to Darren Waller. He just looked over. Give a head nod, height, 1-2, touchdown. Mariota's going to do, I'm a Falcon fan, a professional one. He's going to do great things here with the Falcons.
Yeah, he got a chip on his shoulder, man.
Got a chip on his shoulder. And he's coming back to the scheme that Arthur Smith wants him in.
But look, his old coach came and got him.
Yep.
So you got to think about how that make him feel.
Yeah. Brian agrees with what Buster says. He says 100 right about Patriots. Win in the draft. Don't spend big in free agency. Player development is crucial.
Yep.
Facts.
Brian, well said. Brian, this show, One Time for the Fan, is about the fan. We reach out to the fans. Glad for you to be here. We'd like to get you on the show later on this season if you want to come on and speak about your thoughts and your views about the Atlanta Falcons. You just let me know. Hit the One Time for the Fan page on Facebook or send Jack Spade a message. Let me know. But yeah, definitely, Brian, we'd like to get you on the show, man. You definitely agree with a lot with what we say, and you have a very good insight to the Atlanta Falcons too as well. Jabri Harper is in the chat. Treylon Burks is an AJ Brown type wide receiver, fits perfectly with the Titans. That's good. That's good. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm sure Arthur Smith looking at it like, yeah, whatever. Go Falcons.
Yeah.
You got Derrick Henry. You got it. You ain't got to do much. You got Derrick Henry. You know, run a couple in routes and a couple drags, and Tannehill will hopefully try to find you. You know, whether he's throwing with his left or his right arm,
or his feet.
God, Tannehill's so bad. But wait a minute. Stinky Town's back on the board. Malik Willis is still on the board. Jermaine Johnson is still on the board. I think the bum ass Saints go Malik Willis right here.
I think Malik Willis better go to Pittsburgh next. He better not go to the Aints. What he did to us in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yo, Buster. Don't let this man pull up in Atlanta wearing the Saints jersey.
Pull up. He can't pull up.
Bullshit.
He can't pull up after this.
Bro, let me tell you something. The Saints will be the Saints is a dirty organization. The owner, the president of the Saints said to, I believe he was talking to Thomas Dimitroff or Rich Eisen. He said he hates the Falcons.
No, we hate him.
He said that in an interview. He said, "I hate the Falcons."
We hate him. Cheers.
You know, it would be a move to show that you hate the Falcons if you go select Malik Willis. I'm not trying to give them help or anything. I'm not trying to help them add to their quarterback room with that trash that they have back there. But Malik Willis is from Atlanta. A lot of people are saying draft Malik Willis. Falcon fans, draft Malik Willis. The Saints would make a dirty move right now by drafting Malik Willis.
Honestly, they should draft him, but I'm not speaking what they should do.
Yeah,
I don't care what they do. I don't care if they draft a long snapper.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. After the Saints pick, let's see. Look at that. You can see round 2 on the screen right now, which means we're getting close to the end of the draft. I think the NFL draft did an okay job of moving these picks along. Last year or the year before that, hell, it would have been 2:00 in the morning right now on the 19th pick.
Man, we better not pick this dude.
But Steeler fans, Saints, somebody here is about to get Malik Willis.
Yeah, he's gonna go off the next 2 picks.
Yeah, Steelers want Willis. Jabri Harper said Jabri, but the Steelers didn't trade up to get him.
They don't.
They had the opportunity to get him. They're looking at 14 and 15 and 16. Like Malik
this rate, they don't need to.
Mitch Trubisky is their quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell.
Everybody who's been joining the stream tonight, I appreciate it. I really do. Let's go through. Let's get the Green Bay's pick, and then we'll go ahead and start wrapping this up. 10:30 should be the cutoff time for tonight, so about 18 minutes. I appreciate everybody who's been joining in. Buster Burns, thank you so much. Bodie 3000. Blue Man shot it at Dez Dollars too as well. Saint selection is in. 19th pick.
Woo. They didn't get him. Woo.
I heard the woo, so I'm feeling a bit better.
He going to Pittsburgh.
Trevor Penny,
man.
the tackle.
Yeah, he's going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Malik Willis going to Pittsburgh.
Penny was the guy 6'7", 325. That's their Armstead right there. They lost Armstead, right?
Yes, they did.
That's their Armstead right there. Jake Long.
They traded a lot for what they got tonight, though.
Is it because of the cap situation? They don't have no money to pay any players?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. You let go of some picks.
A lot.
Yeah. They're going to bring in a lot of undrafted free agents.
They signed old boy to that quarterback they got to the weird deal and not even going to play him at quarterback.
Taysom Hill. They gave him almost what, $80 million or something?
Yeah. He got quarterback incentives in his contract. And they want to talk about putting him at tight end.
Tight end, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Which is weird for Felipe Franks because I saw Felipe Franks run 2 packages at tight end last year. Bust, did you see that?
I did.
Felipe Franks was running tight end, and I was saying, oh, don't do this. But then again, the guy is tall. He's like 6'3" or something, 6'2". He's a big guy.
He's like 6'5".
He's a big guy. Hell, line him up at the line. You know? Tebow 2.0. Line him up.
We need whatever.
Don't
damn catches, man.
Yeah.
Not Tebow.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about in this episode of this season of One Time for the Fan. Draft day 2 will be live at 7:30. We'll go live about 7:15 or so. Second day picks move pretty quick. So we should see some talent come off the board. If the Falcons do make any moves to move back into the first round, we will talk about it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I don't know what else to say about tonight. I think the Falcons, they can get an A grade from me because wide receiver was a need that you had to fill. You got a big time wide receiver. This kid could be amazing. I remember when we drafted Julio Jones and people was like, Alabama wide receiver, but Julio turned out to be a great wide receiver here with the Falcons. Hopefully Drake London can do the same. We know Marcus Mariota won't be there for the franchise for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but probably they will go get a quarterback either this draft or next draft to go with their wide receiver for the future. The Steelers pick is in. Chances are it's probably going to be New England. What am I talking about? Steelers pick is in. Probably going to be Malik Willis. I'm looking at Steelers in New England. That's why
they need to pick him.
They need to pick him. That's true as well.
Pick it.
Pick it.
Yeah.
Buster.
They announced it.
No. But it's gonna be either one.
So I'm noticing Aiden Hutchinson. Lions drafted him because you guys sell some tickets. He's from Michigan. Mm-hmm. The Steelers now, you got Malik Willis on the board. You got your quarterback from Pittsburgh still on the board. Pittsburgh was an okay team in the ACC. You want to sell tickets. Roethlisberger's not there no more. Mitchell Trubisky is your quarterback. I would go pick it.
That would be
He's
nice.
From Pittsburgh, you sell the tickets. A lot of Pittsburgh fans are going to go. I'm sure a Pittsburgh fan is going to join this chat shortly. My friend Chris, after the pick is made.
But think about it. Do you go with upside or hometown favorite?
The way this NFL is shaping up, man.
It's a money business.
Man, if you're not going to win games, you're going to make some money.
You're going to sell some tickets.
You're going to sell some tickets. Like the Lions. You're going to win no games, but you're going to sell some tickets. You're going to sell them jerseys. I guarantee you that Hutchinson jersey is going to be off the racks in the next couple days.
Pickett, he'll do good there. I mean, he would do good there.
Just as long as he doesn't do good when he plays us.
Yeah. Everybody gonna do good when they play us.
Hopefully they give us the Steelers like week 2 with Mitchell Trubisky. Like, all right, well, we'll take care of Trubisky and start giving you that process of you guys want to see Pickett on the field. We'll help that out.
You know it don't work that way, man. We always pick the QB and we don't know no talent about him. We don't know nothing about him.
Wishing upon a star.
That's true. That's true. Jermaine Johnson, Derek Lloyd, McDuffie, Dean. Keep dropping back, Dean. Keep dropping back. Hell, Jermaine Johnson keep dropping back. Don't get to the end of the first round and have, bro. Let me tell you something.
Don't the Kobe Dean seem like a New England guy? Seem like they'll pick him.
They probably would. Yeah,
they like Georgia players.
They do like Georgia players.
They took
Tony Michelle. Got him a ring.
Bill Smart.
I mean, he seems like a N'Kobe Dean guy. He could do wonders with N'Kobe Dean.
The one thing I can say about the Steelers that I think they'll select Malik Willis on the last day of the quarterback pro scout combine interviews that was last week. The quarterbacks had an opportunity to go to their last destination. And Malik Willis went to the Steelers. The Steelers took Malik Willis and his family out to dinner. He got a Falcon hat on. That's cool. Steelers took Malik Willis and his family out to dinner. We met with Matt Corral on the last day of quarterbacks to speak with the team. We met with Matt Corral. Maybe Matt Corral is our guy. Who knows? If Malik Willis is the guy right here, I'll probably feel a little bit more confident to say that we might select Matt Corral, seeing how we had so much with him on pro day. We went to his combine. We was heavy on Matt Corral. He can sit a year. He can learn from Mariota. He can learn the scheme. And then when the fans start chanting his name, they can bring him in the game. I think Malik Willis might be the pick here, but not to even touch on the Steelers because don't care about the Steelers. Let's get here to a next topic here. Some of the offseason moves once again for the Atlanta Falcons. The free agents that we brought in. We also cut some players. The moment after the Super Bowl, the day after the Super Bowl, we cut Dante Fowler. It showed you that the rebuild is going to start. Fowler, people was calling for that. I hear you clapping, Bodie. Bodie, was you upset when they got rid of Dante Fowler?
Upset. I think I went outside and wee-hoo, Lord. Let's go. Come on now. I mean, Lord, Fowler.
You paid him too much to do too little.
So much chances. They put incentives in his contract. They was all this. I was rallying him. Come on, let's go. He did nothing.
Did nothing.
Outta
Did nothing.
here. Wow,
I'm
so
glad to see him go. Have no problem with it.
See you later.
I didn't buy a follower jersey. Buster, is it hard to start? Buster, is it hard to buy some of these jerseys from some of these players now? They getting up out of here. As soon as you buy them, they leaving.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. From here on out, the only jersey I'm getting is one with my own name on the back. Hey, because I know I'm gonna be here.
Yo, I had Julio's jersey when they did the brand new. Remember they did the brand new jerseys, the new scheme a couple years ago.
Oh, they got Pickett.
I bought man on the website season ticket holder. Yeah, let me get Jones.
They got Pickett.
Got Pickett.
Oh, that's tough.
I'm surprised because I thought Willis was the guy for them, but wow.
Hometown.
Remember what I said?
Keep them home.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna win no games.
Sell
some tickets.
Yeah.
Look at the Pittsburgh fans. They happy. Who is that? That's the quarterback from Pittsburgh.
They going crazy tonight.
They going crazy.
Hey, I can't complain.
So what was said about the draft before tonight? Kenny Pickett going to Carolina, Kayvon Thibodeau going to the Jets, Malik Willis going to the Falcons. None of that happened.
Yep.
None of it. Instead, we come away with a wide receiver. Bleacher Report even posted that we might not even get a wide receiver.
Man,
and then we go and draft a wide receiver.
Every single mock draft with a grain of salt. Like,
yeah, from now on,
really
I have to.
A grain of salt. And I mean, you slice that grain of salt in half and take it with that too. You can't go off of mock drafts. It's entertaining. Like mock drafts are for entertainment, and they try to lead you to a direction, but they don't really know.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't know.
Jabri is shocked to see Kenny Pickett. I'm sure Malik Willis was probably on Jabri's radar for the Steelers. It is what it is, man. We play the Steelers this year. We're going to win that game. I always expect the Falcons to win every game. I don't wake up on game day and say we're going to lose. That's not my MO.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't do that. So when people ask me what the Falcons record is going to be, I say 19-0. I don't expect us to lose a game. But you gotta be realistic and be like, 11-6. After a while, you gotta be realistic. You know, you see us going 4-4, you're like, well, you gotta be realistic now. But yeah, Kenny Pickett is a pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It made sense for them.
Go ahead, Bodie.
No, I was just saying it made sense for them. They did the right thing.
Yeah, Bodie, you agree? We said it yesterday. The Falcons going to pick a wide receiver. They did pick the wide receiver. I think we all agree that you want to try to attack and get some defense in the next couple rounds, couple picks.
Yes.
The higher the pick, the better the player, I'm guessing, because you don't want to go fourth round and select a defensive end from Wyoming State. You know what I'm saying? You really want to use that second round or that third round to get your guy.
You don't want to go get the defensive guy from ICDC College. Like, we're not doing it. Yeah.
ICDC College?
I'm so ICDC.
Buster Burns. Let's chime in with Buster before he gets ready to cut on out. We got 8 minutes left right here in the show. Tomorrow we'll pick up on anything that was left off. So don't worry about nothing. Whatever we didn't get to, we'll get to tomorrow. Chris, you good? Chris is gonna be on the show Saturday. So my homeboy Chris is over here. He's chilling. He's surprised at some of these picks. Chris, are you cool with the Falcons selection with the wide receiver? We're gonna talk about that on Saturday. Should have went defense. Chris is a defensive guy. He got all the Deion Sanders jerseys and stuff. He's a defensive guy, you know. But if the Falcons seeing that Drake London is a guy who's gonna help them in the red zone, that's most important. That's most important.
Kansas City just trade up.
Kansas City did just trade up. They're probably going to go get. Is there any wide receivers left? Because Tyreek is no longer with them.
They better not get George Pickens. No, he ain't going this early.
You can't put George Pickens at 21. If you do, this stream is cut off short because I'm tossing everything in this room right now.
I'm flipping all this stuff over.
It's wild because George Pickens is available in the second round, which I don't think the Falcons will go 2 wide receivers. If they do, that's pretty cool. No problem with that. Boo Man shot it. Des Dollars is no longer here with us. He probably went to work. Boo Man, you're satisfied with the number 8 pick now? We've gotten over it. It's almost been an hour. You know we have to do day 2 and day 3. Are you buying your Drake London jersey soon?
Buying it.
You buying?
I'm buying.
Bodie, you buying your Drake London jersey soon?
Absolutely.
Buster Burns, you're buying a jersey with Drake London's number, but you're gonna have Burns on the back.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He said, "I gotta see it first."
I feel you, man, because I got jerseys right now. I gotta look at it and say,
They just in the
can't
back
wear
of the
this.
closet. In the
Huh?
corner
Say
of
it
the
again.
closet, man. I'm never gonna pull them out again. Like, why
Man,
did
you
I
got to
do
make a closet just for players that's been
that?
traded
Retired.
or let go from the Falcons. Like, I got this. I
I
know
got
people be
I
buying
got
all the Fowler jerseys and stuff. And I sat there and said, Fowler ain't gonna be here, no franchise player.
Mhm.
Get ready to get his money and get the hell on.
I got a Julio color rush. I'm waiting until he retired to put it back on.
I got the Julio gradient jerseys from the new ones still sitting over there. It's in the package because they traded them right after they made the jerseys.
Right after they made it. Yep.
Should have never bought that. It's a waste of my
We should have known, man.
$133.
He wasn't one of the first players they showed in that jersey.
He definitely was.
It took a minute for him to show it in.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is why you kind of look at Grady and you're seeing, remember, you see how the contract stuff worked with Julio when he wasn't in the promotion, he wasn't in the pictures, social media. It's the same way I'm looking at Grady right now. You would give him more time on social media to say, hey, Falcon fans, Grady's our guy. We love him. Retweet to bring him back. Share a heart to bring him back. Nah, it's just
They did wish him happy birthday though, but they do that with everybody.
happy
They
birthday is a
deserve it.
birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to Grady Jarrett. He's a
Happy
phenomenal
birthday,
player.
Birthday to him.
I want to see him here for forever. But if he, if they decide to make a move by June 1st or whatever, hey, it is what it is, man. I respect the logo, the team. I'm here to see some wins, and I trust in what Terry and Arthur has to do because as a fan, that's what I can do. I have to trust in what they have going on. To wrap this up here, one time Trent McDuffie, cornerback. Trent McDuffie.
That's what I got. Oh,
I guess so. Jair Alexander. I guess they're comparing him to Jair. We'll wrap this up here. One time for the fan. Definitely. I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing this back out on Twitter and everything. One time for the fan. You can follow it on Facebook at the page One Time for the Fan. On Twitter at one time the number 4 the fan on Twitter. If you want to reach me on Gmail or email, you can reach me at onetime@forthefan.net. The draft, I think, tonight was overall okay. Once again, if the Falcons make a move and trade back up, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Dez Dollars was here tonight. Bodie 3000 was here tonight. Booman shot it. Buster Burns, Thomas Scott. Shout out to the Rise Up Tour. The Falconator. Thomas said there's some police activity over there on 5th Street. So maybe it's the Falconator. Who knows what it is, man? But he's having a good time in Vegas. That's what it is in Vegas. Plus, the audio connection and the video connection probably wasn't going to work well with him being right in front of the draft. But we can get Falconator in here tomorrow. It's not a problem. Jabri Harper will be here tomorrow. He's going to be on the show with us. Buster Burns, if you want to check back into as well, you can definitely. Boomman shot it as well. Bodie 3000. We're all satisfied with the pick. We all understand it's the business. The Falcons are doing the best they can to put a good team together. I think Drake London helps our offense. Can we agree? Drake London's going to help our offense.
Oh, definitely.
So,
oh yeah.
Maybe Vegas might give us 7 games instead of 5 this year. But we have 8 more picks left to go. Pass rush is a need. Cornerback could be a need. Safety could be a need. Running back, as you say, could be a need. So much going on right now, man.
We need everything, man.
We do need everything, and everybody's going to play. Going forward, tomorrow's show, once again, it's going to start about 7:15. The YouTube should be up. I don't know why this YouTube thing is still spinning right now. I don't know what I did wrong or anything, but overall, good show. I'm glad everybody was here to be a part of it. Live show May 12th, schedule release at 8 p.m. NFL Network. Buster, you know me with them away games. I don't play.
They will be at everyone.
All of them. You heard what Thomas said earlier? He's at 27 stadiums right now. 27 stadiums.
You're gonna be there.
I got to get there. I think Denise Moore is going on her second tour right now. She's done like 34, 35 stadiums. She's going on her second tour. It's real deal Falcon fans here, man. That's why I like bringing this podcast together, bringing this show together. Boo Man, you said that you're going to be coming to some away games this year too, as well, right?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to goddamn go to the division game.
Division
Yeah,
games, okay. Okay. You know, I'm gonna look out for you right there too as well. Bodie, you say you're gonna be trying to make it out to some games too as well, the away games, right?
I'm trying to make a couple of them. I don't want to go to LA.
Okay.
I'm trying to make a couple of them games.
That's a
You know
that's
what
a
I'm
big
saying?
game right there. I'm telling you right now, one thing you can't be too personal with as a Falcon fan, you're gonna spend your money for the entertainment. Win or lose, you spent your money.
I know.
So just remember that. You be down, maybe say like, man, I spent
I'm gonna
$800 for this
I'm gonna
loss.
take several
what it
shots before the game.
Yeah. You're gonna get weird wasted going to some of these tailgates too as well. Buster Burns, you got any away games planned on your schedule?
Not at the moment, man, but I know for a fact I'm gonna try to hit Carolina up again since that's close to home.
Okay.
2-hour drive. I mean, why not? I had fun last year when I went, so I'm gonna try that again.
Okay. Well, this is the pick that we said that we'll start wrapping up the show. As it's 10:30, the Packers will select a wide receiver most likely. Quay Walker.
I told you.
Boy, got another Georgia guy. Boy.
Another Georgia guy. Quay Walker.
Oh man. And the question remains: can you nail this draft without selecting a player from the University of Georgia? Jeez, that's tough, man.
Not for me.
Mine so far, man. I'll give him deep.
That's tough, man.
You gotta bring the champs home.
You gotta bring this to the backyard, man. You're right there.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many Georgia fans can be at the game saluting one of these players?
Slip to like the third. I told you, Quay Walker was a beast.
Quay Walker.
Quay Walker went before Dean. That says something.
Okay.
That does say something.
Okay.
Dean is. You know why Dean is slipping? Because he's undersized. It's like 5'11".
I did hear that. He's a 5'11", 6-foot linebacker that's like light on his foot. He's like he's like 210 or something, 205.
He's very small.
He's small, but he's fast.
But he is a thumper. And he'll get there.
Now that Quay Walker gone, I'm big on him now.
You big on him now?
Yep.
Hey man, we gotta keep moving.
Quay Walker, I've been saying Quay Walker for like 3 days.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was gonna go first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Quay Walker, isn't he the first linebacker? Gone?
He's the first linebacker selected from what I see.
Quay Walker is the first linebacker selected in this draft. He's over Devin Lloyd. He's over N'Kobe Dean.
Hey man, shout out to Georgia, man.
Yeah.
Jabri Harper says move up for Jermaine. Jermaine's still on the board.
He is. He is. That's a good point.
Why is he falling back? How did he drop back?
Because if you look at his highlights and you look at Vic Beasley and you close your eyes and you don't see the jersey.
The man said if you look at his highlights and look at Vic Beasley highlights and you close your eyes.
You squint, you'll see a little bit of Vic Beasley.
You'll see a little bit. They both got long hair.
Yeah, 1 year wonders.
You gonna mess you up.
I can't do this, man. Y'all getting on the boy, man. He could be the next Falcon. Who knows? Who knows?
He is. I'll support him.
Jabri says same body type. Probably
Ravens
so.
trade. Ravens trade number 23 overall pick to the Bills.
Ravens trade 23 overall pick. Whatever happens here tonight, if anything happens that involves the Falcons, once again, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We want to go ahead and start wrapping up this show here, so everybody can get on and doing what they have to do with their family. You know, I really appreciate everybody who's joined the stream tonight, who's checked in. We're gonna be back at this tomorrow, folks. We're gonna be back at this on Saturday.
Back at it.
Live shows. Otherwise, than tomorrow and Saturday, those are the last 2 live shows for the draft. The podcast is every week. It's going to be every Thursday or probably every Friday. Depends on how we set the schedule. May 12th will be another live show for the scheduled release at 8 p.m. I might even book 2 or 3 hotels that night. Depends on where I'm going to be going. But after May 12th, we have training camp. We have OTAs. We have so much going on. Rookie mini camp. The day when it's open to the public, one time for the fan will be there. When they have the Falcons practice at the Benz, one time for the fan will be there. When they're going to their home games, one time will be there. Away games, one time will be there. So one time for the fan is here to stay. It ain't going nowhere. That's what my lawyer told me. He said, don't get rid of it. Just stay with it. Thank you. One time for the fan is here to stay. Bodie 3000.
Yes, I've showed you.
As we get ready to wrap this up here, What are your final thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons selecting Drake London? What are your final thoughts about the draft show tonight? Anything that you'd like to say before we wrap this up here, sir?
They filled a major void, and they did good. I value Drake London over Garrett, over Olave. They did the best pick they could make, and I'm solid. And I've been seeing his video. Dude is ready. He ready.
Yeah,
and I'm ready too. I'll be getting the jersey.
So you're gonna be watching some more Drake London footage tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do some more deep dives.
Welcome our new Falcon, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's how it is. And you know that line gonna be crazy at training camp trying to get that autograph. It's gonna be stupid.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get over that yellow rope. Talking about that yellow rope, Buster Burns. That yellow rope down there at the bottom of the hill at training camp. Them security got to hold that rope now.
Look, tell them about the heat on that hill, climbing that hill.
Oh man, hey. If y'all get out there on the wrong day of training camp, Flowery Branch, there's a hill. Sits like this. If you at the bottom of the hill and gotta get to the top of the hill, we better wear cleats.
Damn, so you gotta bring your cleats.
Because other people gonna look over there and say, who did this run up that hill? Bring him out here on the field. Because when you hit that hill, you real deal hit that hill, bro. That's for real. That's like punishment for players. That's real deal. Boo Man shouted.
What it do, man?
The pick was in Drake London, number 8. Any final words for the show? Any final words for Drake London, the pick, the Atlanta Falcons, the organization? The floor is yours, sir.
Play basketball.
I'm good. I'm happy about the Drake London pick. It filled a void, like you said. We was talking about the kids for like 30 minutes, so that lets you know how bad we need a receiver. And we got a big guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a guy who can run down the field. You know, definitely high point of ball.
Yeah.
I'm kind of heard about the Quay Walker. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely heard about the Quay Walker. Didn't expect that pick to go so early. Thought we was gonna be able to get him in the second round. But overall, right now we good. You know, we're in a good situation. Jermaine Johnson still hasn't gone. A lot of good people that slipped. We still got you know Devin Lloyd out there. Still got some safeties out there. Go back to your question. I still don't think that we'll make a good draft without a Georgia player.
Yeah. Seeing all these Georgia players get selected now, it's very slim of who you're going to be picking. We do need a safety. Franchise safety that's going to be here for a long time. I know Richie Grant is here. D. Marlowe's on a 1-year deal. Eric Harris is on a 1-year deal. I think Jalen Hawkins is coming off his rookie contract to finish up his career. I'm not career, but finish up his stint here with the Atlanta Falcons. We're going to need that safety. That's Elam from Florida. I thought it was the safety. Yeah, Lewis Seen seems like a good fit for the Falcons at number 2. I wouldn't be surprised in the second round if they go safety. Maybe Dean Pease likes what he sees. I hope, but once again, I hope to take a Georgia player this draft, because I want to salute the Georgia players from the national championship all the way up to being a Falcon. If they don't select one, it is what it is. We continue to move as Falcon fans. But a lot of players will be upset. Buster Burns, the floor is yours. Anything you'd like to say about the draft show tonight? The Falcons selected Drake London at number 8. How do you feel? Any expectations? Anything you'd like to hear? Or anything you'd like to see from the Falcons this season? Maybe tomorrow, second day of the draft. The floor is yours, sir.
Man, I'm just looking forward to the season starting. I just want to see that boy London go out there and score touchdowns. I want to see us put some wins on the board. And I'm glad y'all boys had me out tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Without a problem, man. I'm really glad you showed up, man. I thank you so much, man. You've been a big help for one time for the fan. Everybody here who's been a big help. Bodie to Boo Man, Dez, everybody, man. Y'all really been a big support. Thomas for showing up tonight. Falcon Leader will try to get on tomorrow. I'll speak with him. Dez Dollars, I know you're back. You're taking care of some stuff. The floor is yours. You called it yesterday. You said the Falcons would do some Falcon stuff and draft a wide receiver. After we talked defense for weeks, you were right on the money, man. You said it. How do you feel about the Falcons with the number 8 pick? Day 2 tomorrow. Anything going forward with the Falcons? The floor is yours, sir.
So, like I said earlier before the draft, I said the Falcons would take
was best available. And I knew that if all these defensive ends that we wanted were going off the board, we were going the best wide receiver, and that was Drake. I'm not upset about it. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I think everybody's reasoning for not being 100% on board with Drake is everybody wants to see speed at receiver at this point. They want to see Tyreek Hill. They want to see a Jalen Waddle, something like that. But if you think about it, you want a wide receiver that's going to be that threat in the end zone and get downfield, like
stretch the field,
we say, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen type of guy. And I see that in London. So I'm good with the pick. Because young, big wide receiver, you can groom him. So it's a good pick. Now I just want to see us attack that defensive side.
Attack that defensive side now. Yeah, it is what it is. We can't be upset with the pick anymore, folks. That's our guy. We got to respect this guy the same way we did Julio, same way we did Calvin when he came in. We want to see this guy score touchdowns. We want to see this guy stretch the field. We want to see the offense be better than what it was in the past. And now we have a wide receiver, a franchise wide receiver to do so. Drake London, the number 8 pick. 10:40, boys. We're going to go ahead and wrap this show up right here. We'll end the broadcast. I'll share it out. I'll put it out. I'll do whatever I have to do to make sure this show gets around a lot more. This is the first draft show for one time for the fan. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's been a part of it, who tuned in, who shared, who commented. Everybody. I got messages and I got stuff here I got to go back and check. I couldn't even check my phone like that. So in tune to the stream. But day 2 is tomorrow, 7:15. We load up. Saturday, we got Class Johnson on the show. Tomorrow, I'll try to get the Falconator in here. Jabri Harper will be in here. I'm sure Buster Burns will be back. Bodie 3000 will be here. Boo Man Shouted will be here as well. Dez Dollars. Falcons select Drake London. That's it. Ain't no more to it. Now I gotta get this shirt signed from Drake London.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to buy the jersey, so I might as well just let him sign the back right here. Just put London.
That's a jersey, dog.
I'm scared about getting the jersey, bro. These Terry Fontaine might cut you August. Like, you couldn't make that catch. Do you know what we do around here?
We're gonna see Zacchaeus Alumbris, whatever his name is. He's out of here, man.
Olamide Zacchaeus. He's on a tenured franchise tag.
Oh, wow.
They signed him. They signed him again.
They gave him 1 year. Tender deal, yeah.
Tender deal.
So, franchise tag. Franchise.
Good,
I mean, he's
good
kickoff,
punt return type of guy.
Bodie, he's the franchise?
That's what you said. I didn't say that.
No, I'm sorry.
That's Boo Man. That's Boo Man.
Back. Let's go back.
Run that back.
Edit.
Run that back, Turbo.
Edit.
Edit. Cut that out.
Oh, safe security. Is that where you went?
Yeah.
I see Safe working the draft. How y'all get out there?
Shout out to Safe, man. Long time.
Yo, shout out to everybody who joined in tonight, man. Shout out to everybody who viewed the stream. We'll get the YouTube up and running tomorrow for day 2, day 3. You know how we're going to do it here on the end of One Time for the Fan shows, man. We got to do the signature.
Yeah.
One time for my boy Bodie 3000.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. That boy Bodie. Is that water?
Nah. It's
the number 8 pick juice. It's the number 8 pick juice. You had to be on the edge of your seat for that.
Yeah. A little whiskey.
Well, tomorrow, let's see what you're drinking tomorrow. We'll be back at it.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Back at it. One time for Boo Man Shouted. Boo Man, you doing your security job now, right?
Yeah. I'm securing you. You already know.
I know. Yeah. Shout out to Boo Man for the slick diss, man. We already know it's an inside joke, man.
Yeah, it's a little inside
one time
joke,
for Bodie 3000, one time for Boo Man Shouted. One time for $10, man.
Sir, man, Falcons gonna do what Falcons gonna do.
$10 called it. He said Falcons would do what Falcons would do.
Hey, man, man. Shout out to Dez, man. Shout out to Dez. He called it. Shout out to Dez Goodell, man. Change his name to Dez Goodell, man.
Dez Goodell.
Yeah. I would have gave Dez an award for not only calling it, but giving the caption behind it. Falcons will do what the Falcons are going to do.
Falcons going
Dez
Falcons.
and
Falcons going
and Dez was respectful tonight by not even shouting out, what I'm saying, like
Yeah, because he was
what he
10
saw
seconds ahead
first.
of us on the stream.
He, by a whole
Yeah.
30 minutes ahead of us, but I
Yeah,
appreciate
Dez, you in the second round?
God, Dez, Dez, you third round? Who we get?
Yeah, Dez, who we get at 40?
Help us out.
Yeah, look, Jerry Jones, they got to help that man stand up. He can't even be excited for the tackle.
Hey, I talked to Pee Wee, man, insider, man.
We're not going to say too much, but
yeah, man.
we
JW,
real
that's all
close
we're
to
gonna say,
Jelani
man.
Woods' family, so you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It ain't nothing to make a
real
phone
close.
call and find out what's going on day 2, day 3, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out Pee Wee, man. Pee Wee hit the screen
Yeah,
tomorrow, man.
Shout out to Lil P, man.
Shout out Lil P. He
Shout out
probably
Lil P.
playing Madden right now, man.
No, not the Madden.
He probably playing Madden. Appreciate everybody who's joining the stream right now. We're over 3 hours right now. This is what I wanted. It wasn't about being the biggest stream or the biggest podcast. It's about having people come in here and be entertained by what we have to say, our thoughts, our views, our opinions on the Atlanta Falcons. One time for Bodie 3000, one time for Boo Man Shouted, one time for Dez Dollars, and of course, Buster Burns.
Yes, sir.
One time for Buster Burns checking in, long-time Atlanta Falcon fan, season ticket holder, PSL holder. You got to pay that man to sit in his seat. You got to pay him to sit in his seat. I don't think they can pay you to sit in your seats, bro. You there every week.
Hell no, they can't get my tickets. I'm there.
He's there.
Yes, sir.
One time for everybody in the chat. One time for everybody who's viewed the stream tonight. One time for Drake London, our new wide receiver franchise of the Atlanta Falcons. One time for the fan. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.